All right, let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by the 20-time champion, the 2-time world champion, the staple to the Call of Duty scene. Let's give it up for Patrick Price, a.k.a. Ake.
Holy shit.
That was one of the better ones you've done so far.
Pat,
Dude,
it's
yo, you gotta
Pat.
get a soundboard of that. You gotta get a soundboard of that.
It's January 1st.
It's bad.
It's almost January,
No.
Pat. It's time where you become the official co-host, man. I gotta go hard, you know.
Oh, shit,
we gotta show some
You
love.
gotta get that in MP3 format, and that's your new alarm every single morning.
Whoever can
But
make
I'm
that
not
happen
done.
in the
I'm
chat,
not
let me know.
done. We're joined by 2 other GOATs, ladies and gentlemen. We're joined by Doug Censor Martin, never lost in finals. This guy is undefeated, multi-champion. Look at this guy. He's unbelievable. He is unbelievable. Doug Censor Martin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for Doug. Hey, Doug, thank you for joining us, man. It's always a pleasure to have you on, bro.
Likewise, Tom. Thank you.
And then
Dude,
we
you
got
some range.
And then we got the most winningest Call of Duty player of all time. The one, the only, the GOAT of Call of Duty, Crimsix. And he's fat. What's going on, Porter? What's going on with you? This guy loves Fola. Porter, what's up, man? What happened? You got a puppy today?
Yeah, dude. Dude, the little guy looks like a fucking polar bear.
Wait, he's cute as fuck, though. What's his name?
Dude.
What's his name?
His name's Crosby.
Wait, actually?
Dude, there's 2 dogs. There's 2 dogs, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna show
No,
you. I'm showing it.
Okay. Option number 1, right? Or one of them was
Look at little Crosby.
Crosby. One was I don't know what the fuck it was, but the third one, which I was like, we cannot get that dog, Dana, at all fucking costs. We cannot get this fucking dog.
Mm-mm.
The dog's name was Rick.
Rick?
Rick.
Like the dog's Rick. Like, hey, Rick, how you doing? Rick, get over here, Rick.
Like I'm talking 50-year-old man from Florida in fucking camo shorts with a Bud Light in hand and a fucking trucker cap. Rick.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, so, wait, the dog you got's name is Rick and you changed it, or you got another dog?
No. The dog's name is Crosby.
So you saw a dog named Rick and you turned away. You said, "Lo, what? That dog's name is Rick. I'm not getting that dog." Is that what happened?
No, we don't get a pick. We don't get a pick. So it's like
Okay.
random.
I mean,
Yeah,
there was
for
the same
everyone
thing
in
when
the
I got my
stream-
dog.
No, but everyone in the stream, we're raising a service dog. So we basically raise a dog for like a year, and then the dog goes into like service dog training, like intense training. So
Oh,
pretty much we
shit.
cannot fuck. We can't. If we fuck that dog up, and that dog shows up to that training class day 1, and he's a little runt, we're getting that. That's the first and last time.
Wait, but
Wherever raising a dog.
you're only doing it for a year, and then like you're done with
Yep.
the dog. You're not gonna have the
Yep.
dog anymore.
Yeah, I might
Oh, wow.
cry.
Yeah,
Why would you
that's
do that,
rough,
Porter?
bro.
Why would I
What?
do that? Because I'm a fucking good citizen of fucking society, Doug. Unlike you.
Why don't you just keep the dog?
See, I raise dogs. You lift fucking 425 pounds of
Wait,
fucking
wait.
weights.
So
How do you
Porter,
even
if you-
do that, bro?
Wait,
You're literally like shoulder shrugging a fucking silverback, dude. Like an actual silverback gorilla, dude.
This guy's an
wait,
animal.
so Porter, what happens if you realize like you want the dog? Like you like the dog, you don't want to.
No, you don't. And the
You don't have
fucking,
that choice.
And the fucking, I don't know, the FBI of fucking service dog shows up and raids my shit and takes the dog. Like, you don't got a choice on that.
Damn.
Damn.
I didn't even know that.
Now
That's
you do.
harsh.
No, I know. I honestly don't know what happens if it comes to that. But if the dog doesn't pass the service dog training once it's like 2 years old, then the people who raise the puppy have an option to like take the dog.
So
Like,
if
you
it
would have
fails,
to.
if it
kinda-
fails,
Yeah, so you kind of got to prey on its downfall if you want to keep him.
yeah. But dude. I'm already running a fucking zoo here, man. We got 3 dogs now. We got 1 cat. We got 1 snake, and we got.
Wait, you have a snake?
Yeah, I showed that shit on stream. Dude, go to my stream right now. There's definitely some Twitch clips of my boy Haku.
I thought you didn't fuck with snakes. I thought you said if you owned a snake, you're a psychopath. You literally told me that once. So it's all making sense now. To be honest, it's all starting to come together. I can understand why you
know
got
what?
one.
You know what, Tommy?
You told me that.
Good on you, bro. Because I said that shit like fucking 6 years ago.
You did. I don't know why I remember that. I literally don't know why.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, bro.
That's
kind of
weird.
weird.
That's weird. My memory's
I
insane.
did say that.
I don't know. I'm an animal. Listen,
When
I
did
think
you get one?
yeah. When did you fucking get a snake?
In COVID.
What, you wanted a friend, so you got a snake?
No.
I wanted a friend.
Daniel was like,
a little lonely, so
Daniel was like, let's get a fucking snake, and I'm like, let's get a fucking snake. You know, we're mid-COVID. Let's get a fucking snake.
Wait, what do you do with a snake? Do you like? This might be a weird question, but do you like play with the snake? Do you pick it up and
hungry,
shit?
I just let him out in the neighborhood and hide your fucking cats, hide your small dogs.
Wait,
hide your
what?
children.
What's wrong with you, dude?
Motherfucking Haku, 20
What kind of snake do
20
you
foot long
have?
fucking noodles coming out to hunt.
What kind
you
of
know?
snake do you fucking have, bro?
It's a Burmese python.
What the fuck?
Google it, Tommy.
Okay, let me see what's going on here. What is it called?
Burmese python.
Oh, I found it. Burmese python. Let me
Is
see
he
this
in your
shit.
gaming room right now? Your office? Is that where he?
No, he has his own room.
Hell
Oh,
nah.
okay.
You got one of these fucking things? Look at the size of these things. Oh, hell nah. Why'd you get this?
There's no
Look at the
shot.
size of it. You got 4 guys holding this fucking thing. Oh my God. What are you out of your mind?
No, I'm kidding. It's
Holy
a ball python.
shit,
It's a
bro.
ball python, bro.
Holy.
python.
Okay. Listen,
It's
we're
not
not gonna
one
look
of
at that.
those. It's not one
Listen,
of those,
bro.
bro.
Let's talk the business here. Let's get right to business. Listen, today a lot of stuff hit the fan. Today, Nate Shot came out and tweeted some stuff, and I feel like it was kind of the Nate Shot tweets, right, that kind of sparked up the whole conversation and kind of had the whole COD community just going nuts.
I think Doug's tweet is what inspired the Nade tweet.
Was it Doug? Did you tweet first?
I did tweet first, yes.
Okay, let me
I
pull
don't
up
know
your
what you
tweet.
guys are talking about. I just kept getting killed by fucking propane canisters in Warzone, dude. That shit. Dude, that triggers me more than anything. Yeah,
Warzone is a whole nother topic of discussion if we got to talk about Warzone. I can't play Warzone. I can't grind it. Like I literally feel like I'm in a running fucking simulator.
Bro, that shit's a Vietnam simulator, bro. That shit's like fighting the fucking. I feel like I literally went to war in Vietnam, bro, fighting the fucking Viet Cong. You know what I mean?
I kinda know what you mean. Not
Tommy,
really.
Tommy he doesn't know geometry, doesn't know history either.
Fuck,
you know?
yo.
Unfortunate.
Well, good thing I don't need to know that shit, you know? I really don't need to.
Yep.
Doug, I'm going through your Twitter right now, and I see fucking 15 tweets. Where did you start?
Yeah, I want to recap Doug's tweets because I didn't fucking read them either, Tommy.
There's so many, dude.
The first tweet was... geez, a lot of tweets.
Dude, you went
Yeah,
rogue. Oh
you were
my
nonstop
God.
with it today.
Wait.
Doug, I just want you to know before we start debating, I think you could take on 4 simps, like phase simp, like you could literally beat 4 of them all at the same time in hand-to-hand combat, and it would be entertaining as shit.
You think so?
Bro, it'd be like
I don't know. I feel like 4 of them is too much, Porter.
no, that shit would be like dude, it'd be like Lord of the Rings, right? When the fuck, like the, you know, the Frodo's little fucking guild, his clan, whatever, right? When they're running next to
Wait,
humans and
what?
shit, like, bro, that's literally Doug in comparison to Simp. Dude, Doug is a fucking.
Dude, I just remember seeing Doug talking about bench pressing players on Twitter one day. I was like, this guy's fucking turned.
No, that was me. That was me, Tommy.
No, you cannot do that.
true.
You
Wait,
unfortunately
wait,
cannot
no,
do
no,
that.
I said
No,
no.
I
was.
found it. Stay on
You
topic,
found
I
it? You found it, Pat? You found it?
Doug's initial tweet was quoting Deserto about how Navi made over 1 million from in-game CS:GO.
Okay, I
stickers.
see
It was the initial. That's what sparked the entire conversation, was comparing CS:GO to the COD League.
Yeah.
So, Doug, what were your thoughts? Take us away.
Well, let's read it out. So Deserto said Navi made over 1 million from in-game CS:GO stickers in only 3 months.
Show it on screen.
The CEO has revealed. Yeah, I can show it on screen, but I'm gonna switch over here. Here, I'll show it right here.
Yeah, because I haven't read this shit. I want to read this shit.
And then Doug said, imagine if the COD League had their pro players build big YouTube channels and promoted their pro teams in-game DLC to their fans. So that's what started it. This is what started the whole thing.
Yeah, this was the initial kind of, and then he started replying.
You gotta move your chat.
And then, yeah, I do. And then Doug went on and said the COD League would literally blow up if every team in the league streamed scrims and the players simply acted like themselves. There'll be a huge amount of people that will watch teams every day, and it will encourage new people to watch, create storylines, shorts, etc. Doug, where's all this coming from, Dougie?
I think the second tweet is really where it's all coming from for me. I said to see all these 48 guys collect a bi-weekly paycheck or quarterly bonuses to simply get on and scrim without thinking about the future of the game, then hop off and do nothing makes me sick inside. That last sentence is where this comes from. That's where it comes from. Yeah.
So Doug,
Definitely be a comma.
So Doug, you think more people should just be? You think people are just kind of being lazy? You think people could be doing way more?
Tom, I think they're getting like 8K to like 15K every 2 weeks, and they're just big chilling, and they don't give a fuck. I think that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about that too, though, because, bro, you got to think it's a lot of money, but then you pay taxes on it, and then if COD dies or you don't get a spot the next year and you lose everything, you know, like you get a bag for a year, but then what do you do? You know, I feel like it's important to build your brand and stream and make sure you're doing things. I used to get cooked all the time for posting clips and fucking trying to do things, trying to build my brand. But Porter's not looking to happen. Porter looks like
Pat, are you detecting the irony in what Tommy just said?
What did I say?
What do you mean? I don't know if I'm detecting the irony.
I mean, he's quite literally doing exactly what he just said.
The fuck are you talking about?
What are you saying?
I'm saying, you know, he played for a while, collected a paycheck, broke his thumb off in his own asshole, and now he doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Well, I built a brand,
he's throwing a podcast on with shitbirds like me, Doug, and where did you even find Pat, bro?
What do you mean?
Literally been, dude, Pat,
I
where
reached
have you
out to
been?
him. I reached out. I said, Patty Pitt, you'd be perfect. You're the guy. You're the fucking guy. It's you.
Okay,
You told me I was the guy and I came on.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, Pat is that guy, bro. He is that fucking guy. But Doug, what you said, okay, that's facts. I'll agree. That's facts.
You think you agree with that?
Hold on.
Look at
that. There's definitely not a agree or disagree. Wait. Go back.
Oh,
Doug.
shit. What the fuck is that?
Go back, because he's a little bit too happy right now, so I kind of want to fucking go back on my word and just disagree.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No. Wait, no. Doug was half right.
So where was he wrong?
Players are 100% lazy as shit, okay? There's no doubt about it. But what what Doug doesn't talk about in this tweet is there's two kinds of players, right? There's ones that are fucking coasters, TJ Halley, and there's players who are actually trying to fucking win. You know what I mean? And it's the players that are the fucking coasters. That's who Doug is talking about.
Well, hold on.
TJ Halley.
Damn, bro.
Be better, son.
Let's clarify though.
What does a coaster mean?
I'm blunt, but you're next level.
A coaster is like a
what does that mean?
like winning and losing isn't fucking life and death. Like literally, like they don't give a fuck, bro. They most likely have never worked a real life job, right? And they don't know how bad this shit can get, right? Doug, let me ask you this.
But I'm not going to say TJ, but I'll agree with you on that. Yes.
Hold on. Let's
it's
clarify
IGN confirmed. It's fucking TJ Halley 32.
Hold on. Let's clarify something. I don't think anybody in COD or an aspiring player disagrees that it's not, or that it's important to build your brand for whatever reasons, whether you see this going long term for yourself or not. You know, capitalizing on the moment is important for everybody and every player, regardless of your vision or your kind of direction with COD. But I think the big problem is that, and Nate Shot touched on this a little bit, the opportunity players have to build their brand in Call of Duty specifically multiplayer Call of Duty, has dwindled a lot over time. And I don't think that's something that can be disagreed with. I think you separate it, right? Because now it's like, really, if you want to pursue the content, you have to focus Warzone, right? Like you actually have to focus that.
That's correct.
So to be a competitive Call of Duty player focusing on winning and competing at the highest level in the CDL, you really don't have the opportunity to capitalize on brand building, specifically in multiplayer Call of Duty. I just don't think it's there. I don't think the game is as enjoyable to watch as it has been in the past. If not, it's at the lowest that it's ever been.
Fucking gets it, bro.
No, watching Vanguard is like pulling fucking hair, bro. It is terrible.
Did you see the polls across casual and competitive communities?
Bro, Pat fucking
Vanguard's
gets
the least
bro.
liked.
Pat gets it, dude.
Well, I think a lot of people
Alright,
get it.
yeah.
To be
No, but
honest.
no, hold on. No, Doug, bring the desk out, okay? Because class is in fucking session. All right.
Here we go.
Yeah. Get ready, okay?
I'm ready.
Because the problem and what people are talking about, Pat, it's all fucking bullshit, dude. Dude, people blame CDL, right? You guys gotta understand. Like, imagine you're the commissioner of CDL, right? And who's ever above you, the fucking Knights of the Round Table, like, we don't even fucking know, dude, right? They hand you a piece of turd, right? And they said, make a fucking profit, right? That is what fucking Vanguard is. That is what Cold War is. That's what MW is. That is what Call of Duty literally is right now in terms of competitiveness, right? Like, they cannot make a fucking profit. So people say, dude, when I see dumb fucks say CWL greater than CDL, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, what the fuck are you even saying? Okay, because it's not. I really do not think it's anyone in CDL. It's whoever the fuck is above them, right? I know we've all been sitting, dude. My fucking camera's shaking and shit because I'm so
You're so
enthusiastic.
fucking turned up right now, bro. But I fuck with it
Pounding my
though.
desk like
I
a
like it,
fucking
though.
dictator, right? So let me ask you guys this, right? Because this is what I believe. There's someone way the fuck up there, in the Knights of the Round Table type shit
There's multiple for sure. There's
that
multiple.
that prevents all of us competitive COD as a whole to not have nice things. Like, I don't know who's up. No. Like, they are literally shutting shit down. Like,
Okay,
rank
hold on.
play, crowdfunding,
Wait.
fucking.
Talk, Pat. Let him talk.
There's
Let him finish.
There's not a gatekeeper.
Bro,
That's just
I
like,
think
I'm
there
with you,
might be
Pat,
a
but let him finish.
motherfucking gatekeeper, Pat. Like, I'm
You
talking
think so?
a fucking overlord, dude.
This guy's like the Grinch
Like-
of Christmas, dude.
Bro, Pat,
You know?
Pat, explain the last 12 years though.
I mean, I think
Explain
it's
some of
something
this
that,
shit, bro. There's someone up there saying you can't fucking do this. Rank play, there's no profit. Oh, good maps, yeah, no profit.
But who's? I don't understand
great game.
how is that no profit to them?
Dude, what? Okay, how
Just
can you
have a playlist for casuals and a playlist for ranked. You have a competitive
don't
playlist and a
care.
casual playlist.
They don't give a fuck
But
because
it's
they can't
obviously
make profit
they don't
off
give a
that,
fuck.
bro.
But it's
cannot
but
make
it's what
profit off that.
Hector said I was watching the podcast the other day and Hector said it. He was like, Black Ops 2 we had rank play years ago. The coding, all that shit doesn't disappear. That shit doesn't go away.
Dude, it's like
We're moving
time.
backwards. We're moving backwards.
hold
on. Yeah, no, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because 100%. But the thing is, like, dude, what you're saying is like 100% what's going on. Ranked play is probably easy to put in, but it takes time and effort, right? They would rather spend time and effort on something that they can make money on, right? My whole point of that fucking tweet was everyone looks at like what COD has done wrong, right? I want you guys to look at Call of Duty and look at the things that they've done right, or not done right, but they haven't fucked up on in the last 3 years. Because there's like one thing that comes to mind. What have they
What is
not
that?
fucked up on?
What is the answer, Porter? Because I don't know what it is.
Fucking microtransactions. I've never once gone to the fucking store, bought something, and that shit's not there. Or there's a glitch. Or this fucking thing doesn't work. You know what I mean?
well, I think you're partially
That is
right.
not fucking happened once.
Well, hold on. You're partially right though, but you got to think they definitely have fucked up in the aspect of look at the Call of Duty League teams microtransact like items that have been purchasable. I think they've really fucked up on. Like Nadeshot had just mentioned it how like compare the skins in the game to the CDL skins. Like there is a drastic difference between the quality of the just general skins in the game and the CDL skins. Just even the default CDL, like the black and white hoodie character that came out, like there is a drastic difference between the quality of the two. So I think you're right, but I think that goes to like kind of what Nate mentioned is they have to then cut a portion of that profit to the CDL teams, so they care less. They're making less money.
Yeah, exactly. Because in my eyes, right, they're Activision, right? It's not even the fucking developers. Because I've spoken to some developers, and bro, I keep getting the vibe that like, dude, they can't make what they want to make, right? It's difficult. They got to report to like fucking probably, you know who I don't fucking know.
You're
Right?
talking. You're
And so
talking about. You're
that
talking
leads you
about the
to think that there's
developers.
a gatekeeper
Yeah,
reporter?
yeah,
Are you
yeah. But
saying
it's
that
like,
you think there's a
dude, do
gatekeeper
you think
because of that?
Sledge? Do you think Sledge wants to not make fucking ranked and get roasted for a fucking year? Just literally bombarded on socials by fucking 14-year-old
Okay, I see what you're
degens?
saying. I see what you're
No, they
saying.
definitely want to make it. They want to make their game good.
I don't know.
But dude,
But no, Krim, do you think that people at Sledgehammer are thinking that their game is only going to be good if they have ranked? I don't. I
no,
think there's
fuck
a
no,
lot
fuck
more
no.
that
But
falls on the studios that we don't kind of hold them responsible for. We always like to blame Activision. I do think they are a huge player in this entire ecosystem, like being what it is. But I think the studios do have more draw than we think they do in terms of creative aspect of their game, right? It's their game at the end
yeah,
of the
but
day.
they don't have time, dude. That's the problem. That's literally the fucking problem.
I
They
mean,
don't have time.
Sledgehammer had an extra year to make this game because once they presented the project 2 years ago,
Yeah,
Activision
but
like hated it and then
From their
told Square
bedrooms,
to make
Pat.
Cold War.
They made this from their bedrooms. They even said that, right?
I really don't. Okay. I mean, I can't speak as to why I have this opinion, but I don't think that changes that much. I think with where technology is today, whether you're in the physical studio or at home, for the most part, you're able to do the same stuff you're able to do online or at studio.
Yeah, they have the same
I don't think
programs
that
they have.
really is a. Yeah, I don't think that's a good excuse for why the game was not as good as it should have been. Obviously, COVID was a huge ordeal for everybody, but I don't think that was a valid excuse to why the game
oh yeah, I'm tired of that
couldn't
shit.
be what it was. Because with technology the way it is
Dude,
today,
that's like
everyone can make
Slasher
the game
bitching
at
about
home or
online and MW when
yeah.
he was good at the fucking game. Like, you know, it's not a valid excuse, right?
I mean, Slash has been bitching about online since he's been a pro. Like that's
Yeah,
never
right.
changed.
All
So
you
I
had to
don't
do
know
was
what's
rent a
changed.
fucking U-Haul, like, you know what I mean? Bum. But anyways, the guy can build robots.
Porter,
Dude,
TJ's coming out your neck right now, dude. He called you dog shit on Twitter.
at least I have a fucking neck. Isn't that right, TJ? You fat fuck.
Dude, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Yo, tell me why TJ looks like a fucking bootleg Cammy. Like, when the fuck did that happen? Like, Cammy now looks more like TJ Halley than TJ Halley looks like TJ Halley. You know?
They do kind of look alike a little bit.
How'd that
I
happen?
haven't seen TJ in a while.
How'd that happen? You just got fucking baited out of your own fucking look.
Dude, what is wrong with
Don't
you?
fucking
What is wrong-
tweet. Don't even talk to me.
Cash refeed
All right, but
donated
hold on. Back on topic,
$100.
right?
Imagine how
So,
much money CDM made
my
on
whole
Monroe's
issue,
skin.
right?
They didn't nerf it for
My
a
whole
while
issue,
because
right? What I see what's going on, okay? So these devs, they have, I'm gonna guess, they probably have two years of time to make the game, right? Maybe 2.5, because they take a break after they like make the title, right? So who is managing that time? You know what I mean? Because that time is important. Because that time, they have to, like, Activision has to be like, yo, we need to make fucking money on this game. Okay? So to me, right, Call of Duty right now, the reason why the games are shit is because they're not trying to make a good game. They're trying to make, like, a fucking platform for people just to, like, do micro, like, transactions
But I don't
over and over
understand
and
that
over.
though, Porter.
That's why that shit's because, Tommy,
Why don't they just make a good game?
Google their fucking micro, like, transactions earnings.
No, I get that. I
Google
understand
that
that.
shit.
I'm just saying why they can make money with a
insane.
good game as well. Like the whole argument of like,
Yeah, no.
You know?
100% agree.
Well,
So
I think Warzone.
That's what the devs want to do.
I think Warzone changed the dynamic a lot because I think Krim, your point is kind of
No,
right.
well, hold on. Well, hold on,
Warzone
Pat.
integration.
Wait. Let me finish. So the devs, don't get me wrong. I 100% believe that they want to make, like, they're building their own game. You know what I mean, bro? How many times have we been ignored because we're like, yo, this map shit, and this guy, and you know, the map designer's like, dude, I've been working on this for 3 years. This is literally my fucking second child. You know what I mean? They care, right? But they can't fucking, like, if someone says make money on this shit, right? They can't go in and fucking make Caldera a good map, right? They gotta make new skins instead. They gotta make new fucking weapon camos, right? And that's why we're seeing reskin CODs over and over and over again. Bro, we're playing the same fucking shit that we did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just smoother.
Somebody made a good
smoother.
point too to add on to that, Porter. Somebody just donated $100. Shout out for the $100, by the way, Cash. I appreciate that. He said, imagine how much money CDL made on the Rose skin. They didn't nerf it for a while because they knew it was game breaking and it was a pay to win. CDL skins don't pay to win. That's actually kind of crazy to think about. Wait, you had to pay for the Rose skin? Was that something you had to pay for? I thought that was just in the game that everybody can use. But if you had to pay for the Rose skin, that's actually kind of crazy. Oh, it was a battle pass. Oh shit, it was a battle pass. That's crazy, bro. They literally put out a skin that just gave you a blatant advantage and you had to pay for it. Everybody probably bought that shit. Everyone.
So Tom, do we think that sitting here in front of, how many viewers do we have right now in this chat?
12,000.
12,000?
Yeah.
Do we think sitting here and just talking shit about Activision and how they just don't care about competitive COD is going to like change something because it's 12,000, or if we had 120,000 viewers, I don't think it would matter at all.
No, it wouldn't.
I think it's about, I think all of us are all going to agree, everyone in this chat, everyone in this panel here, that they just want to make money, period. And they don't care about competitive Call of Duty.
Dumb and too immature to do anything about it.
That's what I want to talk about, though, Porter.
We're
these
fucking
lazy
fools.
motherfuckers, motherfuckers that are collecting these paychecks, committing highway robbery, that are going to be plumbers in 2 years from now. That's the debate I want to have with you.
But our
And you're in the
dumbasses
league
are
and I'm
literally
not.
emptying our pockets like, oh, it glows. The skin glows. I'm gonna get it.
But put it this way, Doug, if everybody's streaming every day,
I usually buy it.
if everybody's streaming every day, you think that's gonna change the game? Like, it's not gonna change the game.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not gonna do shit.
It might change. It might help with people's personal brands and help with getting more eyes on the
That's not
game.
gonna do shit.
But in terms of the competitive game, like the game in itself, I mean, the game competitively is fucking garbage. Anybody can win at any given time. It's literally a clusterfuck when you watch it. The COD caster doesn't even work. I tried to run a sub tournament a few weeks ago. I couldn't even do it. I ended it. I was like, dude, forget it. Like, I can't even fucking cast this. Like, the game is terrible. So what do you do with a terrible game? That's why like when Porter's talking about all this shit.
You polish dog shit.
That's what I'm saying. The game sucks. And look, and the perfect example is Halo. It's the perfect example. Look what happens when you do everything the right way. Halo has been literally perfect.
Hey, no. That's dude. The problem with Halo, don't get me wrong, right? That game will probably make me quit smoking. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That game.
Thank God. Jesus Christ.
Didn't even have an urge. All right, Tommy, let me finish. All right.
Go ahead.
How many viewers does it have right now?
12,000.
This is troublesome.
Talking about Halo?
12, dude. I saw it the other day, right?
Bro,
Oh, you're talking about Halo right now?
it's just like Vanguard. It's just like Vanguard.
Bro, I'm sitting there
Multiplayer arena
streaming.
shooters are just low viewership right now. It is what it is. It's all multiplayer arena shooters.
Bro, look who's number like, dude. I was streaming the other night, right? I'm sitting there like, bro, am I one of the biggest Halo streamers right now?
Dude, Vanguard has 6,000 viewers. That's it. 6,
Bro, I gotta be.
Halo has
top
more.
on Halo.
Halo's at 17.
I get more viewers on Halo than COD, but that's kind of weird. But off topic, but like.
So, okay,
Bro.
so is the solution we just sit here every day and cry like little fucking babies about how much we hate Vanguard and just collect these fucking
I'm gonna be honest
every
with
2
you,
weeks
we're
and then just
fucked.
chalk it? Is that the solution for these players, or like?
We're literally fucked because
No,
we're
you're
too
not,
dumb.
Porter.
No, we're too dumb to do anything about it. We don't trust each other enough to band together and create a fucking revolution, right? And the Activision motherfucker, the round table up there, right? They know this. They fucking know all this, right? We can't even make a fucking players union. You think we can get 50,000 like pro wannabes? Like, you know, people's dreams are to be a pro player, to be the next Scumpy. You think we can all bind together and say, don't buy skins?
I gotta stop you for a second, man. Let me just
Don't
stop
buy
you for
skins.
a second. Do you remember when this
It's not
whole
gonna
thing
happen.
started, Porter? Do you remember when we were all broke and just fighting to make a living? That's why this
Yeah,
thing
I
really-
remember that.
Dude, Porter was
remember those
never broke.
360?
He's loaded.
You remember those? His family had money.
That's
Whatever.
fine.
Yeah, I know. He's fucking whatever. Yo, we had those
My
360
parent-
icon
what?
tournaments. We'd play for 14 hours a day
I
for
didn't
$100. Do you remember those days?
I can't.
Grim
No,
didn't play in those.
yeah, I didn't really
I
play
remember.
those.
I remember
Yeah.
those.
You remember them, right? You won a
Yeah,
couple
I
of
was
those with
very
Seth.
proud of my 1600 MSP cards.
Yeah,
bro.
I remember you won on a
those are
slum
about to
hard play.
start. Yeah,
3-1. You won a slums hardpoint. Look, man, we were playing because we had to play. We were playing because we were broke. We were playing because we wanted to
False.
be the best, and we had to win to make
I
money.
don't
Now,
think finance is why we play.
False.
I can
We
confidently
played it
say
because it was good.
we loved
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We loved
But
playing.
there was so much more passion involved across the board from all players. Passion and pride. Like was so far ahead of the financial like gain of playing back then. We enjoyed it, yes, but there was so much passion and pride in doing what we were doing and being
Nah,
the
bro,
best.
we were fucking addicted out of our minds, and we didn't even realize it, dude.
So then,
Well,
Porter,
yeah,
I need to
well,
ask
yeah,
you as a pro
absolutely.
player right
So
now,
good
playing on the
back
New York
then.
Subliners. When you spawn in and you play in a tournament in whatever 2 weeks or a month from now, whenever the fuck the league starts, why is it starting the slate? Great question.
I don't know.
Let's say you spawn in against.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't fucking know. Let's just say you spawn in
Bocage,
against
right?
Boston. You play Boston Breach and you're playing
I'm
TJ
pretty good
Holly.
at Bocage.
Are you
Boston
gonna
Breach.
want to?
Is that a team?
I don't know what they're called. I'm just saying
Didn't
Boston.
tell.
Oh,
Breach.
okay.
No, you just exposed everything.
It's just.
Hey, you just said
it's-
TJ
it's-
Halley was on a
Way
team
to
called
go,
Boston
Doug.
Breach.
All right, go ahead,
It's-
Doug. Go ahead. Go ahead.
it
Go ahead,
takes-
Doug. Go ahead.
Whatever. It doesn't even. Let's say you spawn in and hypothetically you're playing TJ in your first match and you're playing a Bocage hardpoint. Are you gonna care that it's a Bocage hardpoint? Or are you gonna want to fucking fry TJ?
You don't wanna
what do you
fry
care more about?
No, yeah, that's because I'm not a coaster. You know.
So you wanna fry a coaster,
Bro,
and that coaster called you
dude,
dog shit, right?
do you think I play because I think Call of Duty's good? No, you already know the answer to this question, Doug, because you're the same fucking way, right? We are literally like, bro, we literally trick our fucking minds to
Yes,
like a
yes,
game, to be
yes.
good at it, right?
Yes.
If
absolutely.
you, dude, I was, and I just couldn't do it last year in Cold War, and what do you know? I was fucking, I was average.
You only
right?
got third. You're shit.
Yeah, somehow we,
Not that
okay.
left after Anto, you
Doug,
trash can.
stay on topic, man. Okay. But anyways, like we trick our fucking minds to enjoy this game, like every single year, right? That's what we do. We play for the competition. We don't play for fucking Call of Duty.
We didn't used to
right?
have to do that though.
And we, yes, thank you. God damn it.
Pat gets it.
Duo.
Pat just gets
Duo.
it, didn't he? Just gets
Duo.
it, huh?
Duo, bro. Thank you, Pat.
This guy Porter gets bricked up every time Pat
You're
speaks. You
shaking
see
me.
him?
You're just jealous. You're just jealous.
I am jealous. I love Pat. But go ahead.
Yeah, I
You-
stopped. No, go ahead.
Go ahead,
'Cause I
Porter,
know what you're
finish
talking
that.
about exactly. Yeah, you're on.
You're on the right path.
Yeah, go ahead, Porter. Keep going.
Yeah. But
Because you've been able to do it a
nowadays-
long time.
yeah,
Force yourself to like
nowadays
some titles.
it's all about revenge. I hate everybody pretty much. And you know, Doug, you mentioned TJ Halley. I'm sending that kid back to fucking kindercare. All right, he's gonna be so. No, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now, Doug. But your point.
Exactly what you're saying, Porter.
My point
you're
is
trying
that
to
I'm
say-
not like, yeah, Bocage, yeah, main stage. Like, no, I'm looking across the stage. I'm seeing fucking formerly, you know, he looks good now, but the guy used to be a fucking walrus, Zinni. And TJ Halley, my
Jesus
son,
Christ.
disowned son. Yes, no, that's what I'm seeing over there, right? And I'm thinking, I gotta put these guys in their fucking place.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And
I
on
don't give a
personal
fuck. I don't
note-
give a fuck if it's chess, fucking Call of Duty,
Yes.
fucking League of Legends. It doesn't matter to me.
And I have my list too, Porter. There's a big list of motherfuckers, sorry for my language, committing
That's me.
highway robbery who haven't done shit in this league that I can't wait to smoke when I play against them. And that feeling I have, and the feeling you have with TJ, and the feeling TJ has with you, is what everyone is attracted to.
Well, hold
with
on.
this
Well,
game.
hold on. Let me hijack this convo real quick, Doug, because
Well,
this
me
is
and
a
TJ
point
is
that
a
I think
family
is
feud.
important.
Go
Hold
ahead,
on, this
Pat.
is
Go
a-
ahead,
This
Pat.
is a
Go
point
ahead.
that I think is important. So you've both been around for a decade, right? We all have. We've kind of seen every part of Call of Duty esports. And this is something that gets brought up every day, is how Call of Duty, from an entertainment perspective, was so much more built on the personalities and the rivalries and kind of the drama and the personal, like, people that we have. Do you see, and I know you guys will have your, like you said, Doug, you have your list. I don't think the new age players have those lists. I don't think they came up on
That's a
having
great
those
point.
rivalries and
Yes,
having
that's a
that
great
kind
point.
of, feud that we did with other teams and players, that environment. They didn't have that. We were literally built on that aspect. And that doesn't exist anymore.
we
One of my
play-
biggest fears for Call of Duty is what happens when Crim, you retire, when Seth retires, when Clay
I hope
retires.
this shit
man.
fucking
When-
sinks.
It's
when
gonna.
the people-
It might sink. It might.
Well, hold on.
hope
The
it sticks
people,
with
Definitely
me.
will. It definitely will.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna
when
take
the
a big
people
hit.
like that who have had these rivalries and
Hold on. Let Pat go. Let Pat go. Hold on. Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead.
when this entertainment aspect that we've kind of built Call of Duty on goes away, when it isn't about rivalries anymore and it's just about playing Call of Duty at the highest level, Simp versus whoever he's playing against at the time, I don't see the draw at that point. The appeal for Call of Duty
Situation.
esports, I don't see being there anymore. So for to have a bad title that's just not competitive from the ground up, plus not have what, because we got by before when we'd have a bad title because it was, you know, OpTic and Envy, me and Nade, like those rivalries existed regardless of the title.
Where would Nate be without you as a rival? Think about that too. He needed
also,
you.
what happens when the game is all that we have and the game just isn't good? What does Call of Duty look like then? Because
Nothing.
we still
The
have
brands. That's
those
where
rivalries
the
slowly-
personalities.
Will reach.
That's
Right,
what it
but-
has. The personalities. That's all it has. Is the people left in it. Scump and Crim and even people like you, Doug. That even in challengers, like just people that have been doing this shit for a long time. It's the only thing left.
Haggy.
Right.
We need
And-
Haggy to be streaming these
And so
challenger tournaments, man.
the argument is, okay, well then players need to recreate what we did 10 years ago. But I
Thank
don't
you,
think
Pat.
it works that way, because I think that is a good idea, but I don't think the opportunity is there for that to happen anymore.
Oh no, it absolutely is, Pat. I'm in challengers every day. I see it all. I know these players and how they feel. They're so afraid of saying something that is going to be used against
But
them.
you got to
like,
think about it. You got to think about it. Back then, being a rivalry with someone didn't hurt your bottom line. It didn't. But nowadays it does. I feel like players don't want to piss off other players because it eventually could affect their bottom line. If so and so has control of a roster and there's a limited amount of teams, right? Like if Doug, if I hate you and I know I'm never gonna play with you and I don't like you at all, like
yeah,
it
you
won't.
trash can. You threw a tournament after I won and carried your ass.
Oh
Are you
shit.
talking
I don't know
Are
what
you
you're talking about.
talking about
But-
Lamar or Zinni right here?
I'm
You're
talking about
definitely
everybody in
about one
general.
of them.
What you're talking? What Pat just said?
He's definitely talking about one of them.
I'm saying if players create
That was
bad,
sound topic.
like a bad fucking I don't know what you want to call it, just like a bad rivalry that's like, oh, I'm shit talking, I'm gonna hate that person
Yeah.
in and out of the
Grudges,
game, whatever.
Pat. They hold grudges.
Yeah, it's gonna affect them being able to get on a team later if they need that. And I think players stray away from that kind of mentality now, and that's where that whole friendship league shit started too, where it didn't used to happen, right? Like I could hate Nate Shot as much as I fucking wanted and have a rivalry against the OpTic brand because I didn't need that team to succeed. But with the way the CDL is structured now, there's 12 limited spots. You can't really create those rivalries because you're really going to affect yourself in the long run if you aren't always on the team that you're currently on and you need to join a new team. And let's say the team that you fucking have the grudge and rivalry against, you need them now. Like you want to be on that fucking team, you need a spot. There's only a limited amount of spots. So
It's so disgusting, Pat. It's so gross to me, that thought in my head. The best
but it's
players should
not
be playing, period. It is right. It's 100% right. And the best players, dude, like there's players, like a player took my spot the other day. I was literally talking trash about him because half of it's just for fun and half of it's just how I feel. I think that is a really interesting storyline because those players should be playing against each other. And if you end up playing with that player in the future, you shouldn't even have a thought in your head of holding a grudge, because the bottom line is that if you're working with someone, you have a common goal and you have to win. And too many people these days are so soft to realize that.
You're
And it
talking
just
about
makes me
Jimbo,
so
Doug? You're
sick.
talking about the Jimbo situation?
Absolutely. He's
Oh,
a
okay.
talented player. He's a great player. The kid's a beast, man. But he took my spot, so fuck that guy. But if
Yeah.
I play with him, I don't give a fuck about what happened yesterday or a week or a month ago. It's about, are you my teammate and are you trying to win? You know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
Like, that's something that these kids don't realize these days. They're
Yeah.
too caught up in, oh my God, if I say that I fried this guy and uploaded a Twitter clip, popping a 3-piece and turning on him and teabagging them, everyone's gonna hate me and this guy's gonna hate me and I'm chalked. Fuck all that shit, man. Like, just stop being bitches
mean,
and just fucking play the game.
To add
and
on
have
to
fun.
this too, to add on to this, I feel like that helped my case when I was coming up. Like being that guy that was just a thorn in everybody's side, like being that guy that just is very loud. It kind of just shows people like what you can do, you know, like the confidence in you. You know, you got to be confident in yourself. I think that's what pro players look at the most as competitors. You know, it's like a respect type of thing. Like
see, that's
Porter,
the thing though, Tommy.
we used to talk a lot of shit.
you were well liked though. Like you were
Yeah.
a fierce competitor, but you were very well
I
liked
was.
as. Yeah, absolutely.
You think so? When I was 18, I thought everybody hated
I
me.
didn't fuck with them. I
Yeah,
didn't fuck
you
with them.
fucking hated me.
What do you mean, Porter? We were thinking about picking Tommy up instead of picking up Dito.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
that is true. And I was mind blown when you guys hit me up about that. I was like, damn.
You were definitely a fierce competitor, and I think that is a respect thing from everybody. But you were well liked, and I think being well liked nowadays is super important. Like forcing someone to dislike you, right? Like if you take shit too far or whatever the case may be, that is a horrible thing to do nowadays. Personally, I really think it's a horrible thing to do. Like
No, Pat. I think it's like it goes back to my, we got two types of players. We got coasters.
Oh yeah, I know, but there's
and
a lot though.
Because
There's
I
a
fucking
lot of
hated
people like
Tommy,
that.
but I was like, yo, Tommy? Should we pick up Tommy? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I fucking hate that dickhead, but he's good. He's fucking good.
You're annoyed.
That's how it has
Hey,
to be, Porter. That's how it
Hey,
has to be.
Tommy was a thorn in everyone's side, like he said, but unfortunately, his thumb was a thorn in his asshole, and that's why we're here right now. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're fucking hilarious. Hey, it's for the better, man. It's for the fucking better. But yeah, I feel like back in the day though was so different though to what it is now. Nowadays, like you said, Pat, it is so much different now.
We were men.
People are so soft. You can't say you, bro. You gotta be careful about what you say these days too. In this day and age, that you can compared to what we said back in the day.
You also got to think a lot of the teams are ran by, like, me and Porter had this conversation, bro, and it's funny to think about, but a lot of teams right now are ran by some older players that, for lack of a better word, some players made retire. No, not about the winning and losing, right? But there are some players.
I actually told Ray that like every single fucking day, and I think that's why yeah.
Pat, why are you trying to censor yourself right now, Pat? Just be real, man. Come on, let's just call it what it is, bro.
There's a lot of just bias in general in the league, and this is one of the biggest problems with having a closed ecosystem that isn't expanding, right? Like there's not like, oh, like I don't know, I don't give a fuck about you. There's going to be another set of 4 teams next year, right? Like you don't have that kind of leeway. It's a closed ecosystem. There's 12 teams. The coaching staffs are kind of set, right? Like. Yeah, I think what Mr. X just said, players are holding on right now. They're milking it as much as they can while they can, especially if they don't have the confidence in being able to compete with the best, right? Like if you think your team is 6 through 12, right? Like if you don't see yourself being able to win or compete at the top, like just every team kind of will determine that how good their team's skill is, like whether they have false confidence or not. If you don't feel like you can be the number 1 team, like, yeah, you're hanging on. You're milking it for all that you can. So, I don't know. That's my opinion, and I think the outlook is grim once players retire, and these kind of this entertainment draw factor that Call of Duty's always had, which has been dwindling over the past few years, goes away, and you don't have an amazing open ecosystem with an amazing competitive title that looks and plays great, and it's something. It's definitely scary to think about where Call of Duty could be in a few years if that doesn't change.
And what if we don't expand in the next year? What if we don't get 4 new teams and it stays closed? Are these players going to continue just being how they are and just being pussies, honestly, or are they actually going to be competitors and want to be the best and play with the best?
We will be thrown to the fucking the wolves so fucking fast, dude.
They're chalk, bro. They got to be plumbers now, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Right? I'm gonna give you some advice. Why the fuck are you playing competitive?
Dude, you
play
have no
Warzone,
idea.
right? And I'll see you in fucking 2030, man.
Fuck that shit, bro. Listen,
play Warzone. I'll see you in 2030, man.
I kind of disagree a little bit. I feel like Warzone's going downhill too a little bit. I feel like Warzone's taking a hit too.
Yeah, until the trees on Caldera get removed, and then what?
I can't watch Warzone unless it's a competitive atmosphere. Unless they come out with like a ranked Warzone or tournaments, I can't watch it.
There's something
which is surprising because you can flank from everywhere.
Porter, can I just have a second, Porter? Because there's something that's been bothering me for a very long time. Because I always love to see everyone's point of view on something. I never just like to be a closed-minded thinker. I always want to see someone else's point of view. So when I have my word, when I have my words today, and I know how some of these players are thinking, hanging on by a thread, like you said, Pat. You're getting this really nice paycheck. It's a blessing. They know that. They're appreciative. I'm
We
not
need
saying they're not
names.
grateful. We need people to do more, man. None of these paychecks would be coming in without Nade, Hex, and Seth. None of them. None of you guys would be
And
having a career in this. if they
me
were not
as
doing what
well.
They did.
Me as
And
well.
you and Pat, yes, there's a lot of pioneers. but
And
those
don't
are the
forget Thorin, bro. Of course.
Yeah, he is
Don't worry.
esports. He
None
is
of this
esports.
would fucking exist without Thorin.
Yeah, he's esports.
He's fucking
guy.
esports.
And
He
to add
carries that shit on his shoulders.
and to add on to that, I just wanted to show some of the tweets too that Nate Shot was dropping on the timeline today. I mean, he was going rogue. He was definitely going rogue. He had a lot to say today. He literally said he added Activision in one of his tweets. He said we literally went from players fighting for their
Yeah,
pride
he's
and
got-
respect
yo, he's got nuts for that
every
shit, bro.
single weekend through a 256 to a 512 team bracket for
I gotta retweet
$1,000.
that right now. I gotta
Each
support
in
that.
front of
That fool, Nate got a
$100,000.
ball bag, bro.
People to no competition to tournaments until 3 months after the game has been released. Wake up at Activision. That tweet got me hyped too. I'll hit it with a retweet too. Well, I'll show Matt some love.
I'm
Hell
retweeting it
yeah.
right now.
I love that Matt's kind of using his, the fact that he's a CEO of one of the franchises like that. That kind of
It
that's
shows
important
it's
to
a lot of
have,
respect. It
especially
shows a
for
lot of
being
love.
An ex-pro player, but the problem I have is I do, like I said earlier, I think a lot does fall on Activision, but there is so much that we're not holding studios responsible for. Like it's kind of that like
It's
thing
not
where,
the studios.
but it is though, Porter. I don't think you
Pat, just
realize.
shut the fuck up. I'll call you later, bro. It's
But
not.
bro, trust
It's
me, it
fucking
is.
not.
It is, bro. There is a like you've always heard it, bro. If someone wants to, they
Bro.
would. Porter, the studio could support esports way more than they do, and they have the power to. I promise you, they do. They
promise
just
you
don't
that
care.
They
They
don't have
just
the
don't care.
authorization.
Dude. I promise you.
They definitely have the power to do it. But when they say hey, we've made something.
I have something I gotta say.
Get that
I gotta
fucking
text.
shit out of here. I want glowing red fucking lava skins.
Go ahead, Doug.
There's
Go ahead.
something I'm getting
What's up,
text
Doug?
I'm getting text in real time from someone who's very reputable, very high up, and they don't want me to mention their name at all. But I'm gonna read these texts to you guys right now, and this is someone who's very credible. They said, I'm gonna read them word for word here. He said, "I bet you don't even know who runs the league now, and neither did I until I asked someone at Activision today." And then he said, "FYI, the dude came from NBA 2K, a failed esport, and lived in New York City until a week ago. You can't do anything that matters in COD unless you live in LA or are in the buildings at Activision, IW, and Treyarch." He said, "You can't do anything in COD esports unless you are connected to the actual game/IP and actually know the devs and the Activision leadership. Esports people aren't respected there." Don't mention my name at all.
Wait. What?
I'm gonna be honest. What the fuck
word
did
for
you
word.
just say?
Yeah, well, I'm so confused. Wait, what?
He's saying
the
that
fuck did you just say?
esports people are not.
Rub it down for me, all right?
Esports people are not respected in Activision.
Oh,
Well, no shit, Doug.
You have to be in the building.
No shit, Doug. No
You have to be
shit.
in the building with them.
all right. We got four legends
You're
here.
taking this the wrong way right now.
Watch
He's
this
trying
shit.
to
Watch
say
this
the
shit.
person running the
Watch this
league
shit.
doesn't
Watch
have
this shit.
credibility, is what he's
Wait.
saying.
Twitch.tv/Zoomaa, right? Out of all four of us, right? When we were players, have any of you received a fucking care package from Activision or any developer or any fucking Call of Duty related when you were a player, right? Did you receive anything?
I've been.
I got
rec-
more from
listen,
fucking
no,
Santa
I-
Claus, and he's
I
not
did.
even real.
No, I did.
I feel like I got some stuff,
My-
Porter.
Hold on,
You
yeah.
get something.
I got my 2 motherfucking CDL championship rings, baby, in a
Dude,
nice
that's
box.
That's
Dude,
annoying.
this is
Delivered in
That's why
a
people
nice
don't like you,
fucking
I think,
box,
this is why
baby.
people don't like you, man.
I
hate
think
you, man. I
no,
hate you.
you know what I did notice, Porter? I get a
Sized
lot more now.
perfectly.
I get a lot more now. That's for sure. I get a lot more now.
No, dude, listen.
No, yeah, but we didn't get anything ever, for sure. Not
Right.
even an email asking for a t-shirt size.
Mm-mm.
He's saying the
Bro,
person running the league
not
isn't
on
credible.
anything.
That's what he's saying. The person who's in charge of the COD league is not credible. He came from a failed esport. Literally. That's what he's trying to say. The person running our league came from a failed esport.
Hold on.
That's the bottom line.
That is true. Yeah.
Well,
That's the bottom line.
let's
I
also
can't say
think.
this. I can't
well-
say what I was gonna say.
Well,
bro.
hold
Oh,
on. I'm gonna
shit.
say something.
Text me.
but
I'll say it for you under my words, Porter.
let's-
I'm not
All
the league.
right, Doug, I'll text you.
let's also
Yeah, text
think
me too,
5
text me.
Wait, this is
Wait, hold
gonna
on.
be
Go ahead,
obvious
Pat.
now.
Let
5
Pat talk.
years
Let Pat
ago,
talk. Go
though,
ahead.
5 years ago, though, Activision acquired MLG, and with that acquired a majority of MLG staff. And to my knowledge, I don't really know if any of them, if not maybe a handful, are even working at Activision anymore. So people that had decades of experience running, basically esports, competitive ops in Call of Duty for a very long time, they were obviously hired with that acquisition when Activision acquired MLG, and to my knowledge, a majority aren't there anymore, right? Like it's being run by people who, for lack of a better word,
But
just aren't
what's your
involved.
point on this though?
My point is they
cares?
had My point is they had people. They don't have them anymore. I think that kind of speaks
Yeah,
volumes.
but who cares if you throw the you host the best fucking event of all time,
It's not
right?
just about hosting events.
Or you
It was
host a
competitive
fucking Columbus
operations,
thing
league
where
ops
you
team,
get a fucking
formats.
ego icon running a fucking LAN center in his basement. Shit's not even on Twitch. It was
I
on
don't
fucking
think that
LG
matters.
TV.
I don't think that matters as
No,
much
bro,
as we
that
think.
does matter.
I don't think that matters as much as we think. But my point is they acquired these people who were running formats, running league ops, running
Fans don't
competition
matter?
operations.
No, I think what Pat's saying is pretty. I think I agree with Pat.
I think
I'm
we're
twisting your words right there. My bad.
I think we're just like we're trying to find issues and we're looking at a lot of different shit, but I don't think the Twitch and YouTube thing is as big as an issue as it's being made out to be. I think there are far bigger issues.
Oh yeah, there is.
than the
Listen,
platform.
the platform issue will always be an issue.
Nate, you in the chat?
He was in the chat before.
I'm pretty
Is that
sure a
an issue?
majority of the franchise.
It's the game
owners
is the main problem.
Don't
No,
care about
obviously, but
Yeah.
I think that's a huge fucking that one right there is probably in CDL's hands.
Well, no.
They probably made that decision, right? And you know what, Pat? Don't talk to us about streaming, all right? You're a fucking toddler compared to us three, all right? And when
Hold
it comes to
on.
streaming,
Pat's the new co-host of the Flank. This guy's about to turn on the stream every day.
So was Ben, and you found him on the streets.
Ben doesn't
all right?
stream. He never streams. This guy. I told Ben to stream. I told Pat's got to start streaming.
Porter, I had to host you back in the day. My stream was so popping. You're lucky. You're
You
lucky.
did.
I didn't keep going.
United States Navy and a whole fuck ton of. Anyways, point is right. But Pat, you like that is a huge fucking deal. Twitch versus YouTube, bro.
I just think it's being gassed a little bit into the comparison
No,
of
it's
Call of
not.
Duty success.
Nate, is that a huge deal? Yes or no? I think like out of CDL, what they can control, right? And who knows? Maybe the round table at Activision made that call, right? But that is huge.
I hope the money was worth it for the league.
But
Man.
Porter,
I
the thing
DM'd
is-
Karma, Chad. I DM'd him.
The thing is, the only thing that is even showcasing is just the events that we have. Who gives a fuck what platform the event? Oh no, listen to me. Listen to me.
Okay.
Who gives a fuck what platform the event is on if the event is happening 4 months after the game's launch?
Well, yeah, but
when
yeah,
all
okay,
the
but
hype
this
has
is
just
off topic, though.
dissipated
This is off
from
topic,
Call of
though.
Duty.
It's off topic. I'm saying
It's not. It's
no.
talking about the
My
success
whole
of the
point,
CDL.
what you were saying about staff and all this shit, right? None of that matters, dude. It's like putting a shitty, fucking hilarious video out on YouTube, aka like what? Not shitty, but dude, shut the fuck up. You have a party mullet. Damon Bar-
It's the homeless guy who used to work Call of Duty.
Wait, hold on, Damon.
Okay.
Damon,
You remember that meeting, bro? You remember that meeting when the
Damon,
league
it's
started?
White Day. What are you doing right now,
Dude,
bro?
I'm getting cheated on Tarkov, but I just had to stay. Remember that meeting that one day?
what meeting?
When the franchise first came out and we were all sitting in a room and I fell asleep for the second part. Anyways,
I think I snuck out.
no, maybe.
You
But
talking about the
anyways,
Players Summit?
yeah. And I was like,
Those player
so
summits
when
are so
Warzone
dumb.
comes out, so like, are they gonna care at all or anything? And I remember I got some weird ass answer, and
I remember that.
yeah,
Hold on. Does anyone else feel like that whole Player Summit, the answers, like whoever was,
Hey,
there
Yes
was a
Man
ton of
does.
people on that panel. Yeah, bro.
Hey, yes,
Not
man.
just that,
Everything we
but-
said,
but
everything.
any complex question was such a circle jerk answer. Like it gave you nothing. It made it so you couldn't reply again. Like
yeah.
that was the answer.
yeah. That's why
They
I was
talked
like,
in circles.
so if this shit comes out,
Yeah.
like, you guys actually gonna care anymore about like any of this? And like,
I have no comment.
That was
So
a
what are the owners?
complete
What are the owners
That's
That's why I'm
doing
here,
right
because
now?
I don't care.
One at
How
a
do these
time. One
owners
at a
feel
time.
right now?
Go ahead,
Summit.
Doug. One at a time. Go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
What are these?
Since-
Okay, so these owners that invested, I know they didn't put 25 mil up front. They're paying it in like payments, right? How are they feeling about this investment right now? What are they saying? What are they thinking? Like,
Bro,
Oh,
they're-
they're
I haven't
probably
had, I haven't had conversations with
full.
owners in like a year.
they
and a half,
probably hit
so-
the NFT market, dog, for sure. They
Well,
said,
no,
we
no,
gotta make
to
this
my-
back.
to my knowledge,
That
and
shit's
I don't,
gone,
I don't,
dude.
I don't
Alright, go
wanna-
ahead,
I don't
Pat,
wanna
go ahead,
say
go ahead.
For sure, but to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure those payments are postponed or delayed, and the payment plan is obviously spanned out. I don't know if people know this, but it's not like you
Oh,
entered for
guys, we got the
25
higher ups
million.
watching. We can't be talking about shit we don't really know about.
Is it like that, Pat?
I
They,
look
they
like
don't
a
they don't
fucking
drop
fool.
they don't
I-
drop
I'm pretty
25
sure-
off the rip. They
No,
it's
no,
like
that's right.
they
That's
had
right.
a
He's
set
right.
payment plan. And I
Okay.
think it was X amount of money per year for X amount of years. But I think with COVID and obviously the lack of success from the CDL, that has been either postponed or stretched out further. I'm not sure what they are. Obviously, I'm not involved, but to my knowledge, that's how it works, and it's those that payment structure is being restructured as it goes.
Let's just be honest here. Disclaimer. None of us know this shit for certain at all. We, as pro players, actually don't even see money in this space. You usually just get fucked over left and right.
You're not seeing money every 2 weeks right now.
Yeah,
Porter?
no. We just empty promises, no money, and what Pat's saying right now may be true, but it's unconfirmed.
What Pat is
Yeah,
saying
you're
is
definitely not
true.
getting a care package now, buddy. Like,
I mean,
holy shit.
well, Damon, I don't even want what's in the care package. I just want the fucking Pelican. I can put my armory in there. You know what I mean? Just send me the
Yeah.
fucking Pelicans. But anyways, like, bro, I don't want to talk about shit that like we
Wait,
don't
Doug
know
definitely
for
got a
certain.
suitcase. Doug
I
got
know
a
it's like-
Calderas
Right. I
suitcase.
was speculating. We'll go with that, but that's just to give an idea of
You're not speculating, Pat. You're
how
spot on.
my bottom line is whether I'm speculating or I'm.
Can we just be real
whatever.
here instead of fucking like beating around the bush? Like
The
you're spot
point
on.
is
You're dead on.
that is what needs to be acknowledged. Is it's not like these these orgs are, I feel betrayed, right? Like the Activision's obviously working with them on trying to make them
happy.
feel happy with the fact that how their investment is being structured. But I don't know. I think
I was with a
Nah.
team who had no idea about Call of Duty in any way. Like,
wait, what?
What happened?
but I was with Seattle. Dude, they had nobody who knew
Oh.
anything about Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, and a lot of
Not a
not
damn
just
thing.
Seattle, Damon, not just Seattle. A lot of
Well, that's what I'm
franchises
saying.
had no
I only
idea.
know I only know that. Like,
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
know other teams.
I would say, no, I'm not gonna give numbers, but dude, what Damon's talking about right now, that is the issue.
90% probably.
in
Yeah,
the
I would
CDL.
agree. I'd agree.
When it comes to teams,
just
that's the issue.
assume.
We got
Well,
deep,
I also
little
wanna
fucking
know-
wins.
Go ahead,
No, that's
Pat.
true.
I also
Go ahead,
wish
Pat.
I
Go
was
ahead.
in-
Let Pat talk. Let Pat go. Let Pat go. Go ahead, Pat.
I mean, Porter, wouldn't you like to have been in the sales pitch to the teams that didn't have any Call of Duty experience? Like, let's take out Nade and Hex and Stro and these
Well,
people
Pat,
that
you
had
did.
pre-existing knowledge.
You
No,
like
no.
that shit.
No, but I'm saying from the Activision side, like, I would love to know how that convo went and like what numbers were being
I want to know. Pat,
thrown at
hold
them
on.
to
What did
convince
you
them.
say to LAG to convince them? How did
Convince
you
them of what?
swindle that fucking hard, bro?
I didn't have to
What
convince
did
them of
you
anything.
say? Bro, did you sell the CDL? Were you the salesman?
I mean,
sold to the
Pat doesn't have to say much. His resume speaks for himself. I mean, any
Dude,
franchise
Pat had
team
everything
coming
he
in is
wants,
gonna
bro.
look at Pat's resume and like
Ever
that.
seen, dude?
They had it. He had that on lock. He had him around his.
Yeah, that's all you have to
finger,
do to people
Bro.
who don't know really anything. You just show them the resume, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, you show him the
I wanna
resume.
see-
You talk about it,
I want to see
bro.
the PDF sales pitch of like, yeah, this is the Call
out
of
the
Duty
dates
League,
and you're
25
chilling.
million, right?
Come on,
This
see
is
that like
this
8
is our
years ago.
structure, bro. I want to know that salesman's name, bro, because that guy is a fucking god amongst men. Whoever sold that,
Who
sold
got
these
who got in
spots
who got
for
in year
25
one?
mil.
Who got in? It was some
That
were
guy's a
were more.
fucking god.
Year
I
one.
want to
more than
shake your
25
hand
mil.
and teach me everything you fucking know, dude.
What
But
happened, Pat?
how many people weren't Call of Duty related? So I think Toronto obviously had Call of Duty background, right? That was coming from Splice. They were obviously in the CWL.
New York didn't, for a fact. New York subliners had no
New York-
idea what was
New York
happening.
was new. Seattle was new. I guess you could say Immortals was new, but they were buying the OpTic brand. They had a couple, people that had some Call of Duty background. Kodiak was there, who was a former guy at EG. So the Immortal spot had some, but Paris, Seattle, Minnesota had limited knowledge. I think they obviously hired Midnight early on.
You know what's insane?
Bro, people say
London,
Seattle is
London,
luminosity. You have no idea what happened.
Hector,
with all
Hector
that.
said
You
it's
have
so
no
obvious.
idea.
Hector said it's so obvious, but this one I won't touch. That's what.
So I
the
just got
Hex
another DM
himself.
from someone else who.
yeah,
is-
I think that the
Dude,
Call of
Doug,
Duty
stop being a
franchise
narc.
was sold.
Doug,
Doug, you got
Narc.
another DM?
What
Hold
is
on.
it
Let
for?
Doug, Doug go ahead. What's the other DM?
So,
What
like,
is it?
I think I'm becoming the liaison.
That's
because
good,
I'm
that's
not
good.
the lead. I just don't give a fuck.
Go ahead,
So
Doug.
I'm like the liaison here. This isn't like a woes bomb, but this is just more perspective on how these people in power or were in power do feel. They said, and I'm going to quote, "There's so much more that people like players and owners can't speak about, and even people like me who have been vetted and pre-qualified investors by Activision. It's grim and dark, but quite frankly, we all gave them power back once it franchised. This is just more perspective to fuel to the fire, I guess." And these are like,
But when was there a choice for us as players, bro?
Yeah, there really
But
wasn't.
that's what I wanted to come on to debate with you, Porter, because my whole
They work us like
argument here-
whores.
Whoa.
I mean, let's hold on. Let's
Guys
let's
are
take
fucking
a-
nuts.
Man, I need a
Hey,
second.
respectfully, Damon. Jesus.
let's
There
take a
goes
second.
Doug.
Though. Year one was a good year for players coming into the CDL, right? And that's because there was a drastic bump in salary compensation, right? For I think all
Mhm.
players, year one benefited from the previous 2019 CWL year going into 2020 CDL launch, right? I think every
Lord knows you
player,
did, Pat.
I'll tell you what.
every
I would have
player.
been fine without it.
He's talking about
Right, I know, but
himself
I'm
here,
saying
bro.
every player benefited.
Unfortunately.
Porter, you benefited. I know you benefited.
Oh,
Yeah, you did. Every player
I
benefited.
mean, sorta, kinda,
All right,
yeah.
Porter, yes or
Porter
no?
knows
Did
we were
you make?
perfectly fine without that changing.
Yeah, but you guys were also some
Uh,
of the you were
Damon.
you were in a different class, Damon, right? Like we would classify the optic
Yeah, we were the
players in general
motherfuckers, as you would
making
say.
more money
No, as Doug
than
would say.
all the other players. But my point is, in terms of year one, players benefited year one for sure. But
Yeah.
I feel like with how it's kind of dwindling down after the fact, I think there's a lot of players who would take the trade-off of saying, I would prefer to not have benefited year one to keep the same ecosystem that existed in 2019 and that be the same way forever and keep the same pay grade. I think a lot of players would rather take that route.
Porter,
Yeah,
why
but
you
that
got
was
that
not a
face?
choice. That's not a choice.
No, I know it's not a choice. I'm saying, but if you could go back,
Or
right, for
what?
all players, not just you, not your
Yeah.
personal
no,
successes, but
what?
I think
What are we talking about here, man?
what?
Like I know. Okay, this is extreme hypothetical you're saying right now. But let's actually use this conversation. to
Right? What if
fucking-
Thanos didn't
yeah.
snap his fingers?
That didn't come off as a hypothetical.
Damon, don't get me started.
It's what Doug was talking about.
No, but like the point is that dude, we never had that choice. We never had the choice in
Well,
MLGTV.
obviously.
We never had the choice in anything, right?
Well, I mean,
And-
shit. If we had a choice at MLGTV, we would have had a way different team name back in the day.
Didn't we have the highest viewed event on MLG
True.
TV, Pat? Playing Porter in the finals?
Shit, I don't know. I think that was on Periscope after Lizard Squad took it
Dude,
down. I don't even know where
No,
that ended up being
no,
on.
Doug, I know what you're talking about. That event was
Smoke.
popping. That event had a lot of viewers. I remember that.
It had like 230K.
Dude,
I
that
think.
event was popping.
I think it was 250. I'm pretty sure Adam said it was 250.
At 250 on MLG TV, bro.
yeah,
That's
but how many
power,
real
man.
viewers?
Yeah, that was always a conversation.
That will be a mystery.
Oh, you think
That-
you think
we'll
some
never
were
know.
botted?
Yes,
I have heard some rumors.
He can whip up them fucking the Google tabs, bro. Like multiple streams.
Yo,
Listen,
Spacey
man,
was
250.
averaging like 3K viewers back then.
Was it?
Yeah,
What
slash,
MLG
what do you
TV?
back Patty P at? Yeah,
that's
that one.
that's confirmed.
What?
Oh, come on.
Mm-mm.
You were riding the
Those
coast.
That was like
numbers-
that was the
I
first
had
event, right?
51st map.
Pat,
and we
they
lost
disrespect
with
you, Pat. They be
stitches in my
yeah, they
hand.
be disrespecting you, Pat. They
That was
really
the
do,
first
man.
event, right?
On no
3K?
sleep.
Okay,
What?
but anyways,
Anyways,
Was that the first event?
Yeah, that was the
AW?
AW launch. Yeah.
That's probably what.
I remember that.
anyways, you
Then-
guys hey Pat, you want to be the commissioner of the players union?
Ghost? No, fuck.
so
no.
I don't understand what's
That's the fucking another problem.
Leah,
Dude,
nobody wants to be the
the
commissioner because it's a
problem
lot of
is-
work.
Not the work
Oh, 'cause
wouldn't
they won't
bother me.
listen to you,
Yeah,
bro. It
exactly.
don't
The
matter.
work
That's what I
wouldn't
mean. That's
bother
what I
me.
mean.
It's the reality that getting some of the motherfuckers on the same page that
That's what
are
I
in the
mean,
league
yeah.
right now, I would rather blow my brains out.
They're not gonna
No
respond.
bullshit.
People
That's
are so
true.
bad at
There's
responding.
actually a couple pros who can't fucking read, dude. Like, no bullshit.
Yeah, there's
What?
coasters, and then when you
Not even
compare
kidding.
like
not
making
gonna name
actual decisions, bro. Hell
Oh, I'm
no.
one of them. Oh yeah.
Damon, you can't read, Damon?
Oh, I can read when I want to.
Dude, what? Dude, I feel like because Clay
Yeah,
tried to get
believe in
the
fucking Clippers.
because that happened. Clay tried to get a union started, right? Or a bunch of players were trying to get it started. I remember signing the papers. Clay was sending me the emails. I was doing everything, but everybody didn't do it. Everybody didn't do it. That's what I remember. And Clay was pulling
There's
hair,
also a
trying to get
lot
people
of
to do it.
work involved in doing that. Like that, there's actually a ton of work involved in having an actual players union,
Yeah.
other than just, bro. We can't get people to respond to emails. Like you're not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to set up an actual players union with the maturity level of the players.
Would it
currently, but-
even work though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that a
It'd be a step.
solution? That's a
It'd be a
step.
step.
But I mean, in terms of finding solutions on how to turn this thing
Yeah.
around, it's looking so fucking slow.
I think it'd be so grim. Like
Well,
even
when-
if
when
we
I-
actually got it all working.
When I really think
Oh.
about it though, and Porter, you can answer this. When I really think
I
about
meant
it,
the Social Blade.
if
Go
players
ahead.
did take, let's say, some kind of stand, whether it be like not playing or not doing whatever, who really gets affected? I feel like the teams get affected the most. I feel like Activision doesn't even get affected in that
No,
way,
what?
right?
They would literally toss us aside and throw and be like, okay, fucking COD Mobile, here we go.
Bro, I
This shit
saw,
is better
bro,
than
bro,
saying.
people
fucking
were
like,
talking about COD Mobile the other day. People were saying
they
COD
will
Mobile looks
literally
sick.
throw us in the fucking trash, dude. Like they will literally throw us in the recycle bin.
I was
and
gonna
give
use
a
this.
Yeah,
they
I
Tommy,
will
was
not-
gonna
that
use
should
this
have been
example.
better since
nothing,
the
And,
dude.
league
and
came
this
out.
came up on the last flank, or one of the last flanks, when I had discussed like, well, remember when Minnesota, my team got forfeited to Minnesota, and my team was discussing whether we weren't going to play the next day against Florida at that launch event.
Yeah.
Like we were actually going to go through with it, and like our org at the time was fully involved and okay with it, and they were kind of on our side. But the reality was Activision's response was just like, we don't really care. We'll just give you a loss and move on. like that I feel like is the reality. The Activision just has way too much fucking control in this franchise model, and it sucks because doing shit like we're talking about, like standing up against them, I feel like doesn't even hurt Activision. It just hurts the teams who are paying you at the end of the day, which
Yeah.
sucks.
So then,
but
yeah.
I'm
So
gonna find out about the shorts, bro. I'm wearing shorts this year to match no matter what, dude. I'll find out for the rest of us like what the fuck happens. All
So
right?
I guess what I
I'll be
want to
that
talk about here.
sacrifice.
I don't want to talk about Activision sucking, dude. Like I'm tired of hearing about this shit, man. What are these players gonna do about it? Look, man, like as somebody who's been around this thing for as long as I have, and to see Nade blowing up, it inspired me to do something with my life. It inspired me to be somebody. What are these players gonna do about this, man? Like that's why.
hold on, let me ask you.
What do you
Doug,
want
are
them to do
you-
besides turn their streams
hold
on,
Doug,
though?
what are your solutions? We'll give you like 2-3 minutes uninterrupted. Go through in your head. What are your solutions that you believe could really impact change and
Okay, so
create-
logistically speaking, TikTok
you,
is
Austin.
one of the biggest platforms out right now. It takes 2 seconds to upload a clip to TikTok. I guarantee you, if Porter clips him calling TJ whatever, like what did you call him again, Porter? Can you repeat it? What do you call TJ?
That's my disowned
Your coaster.
son.
Your disowned coaster, right?
Son.
Okay, so
he
if-
used to be my son, and then I sent him to the fucking streets, sent him
All right,
packing.
Porter, shut up. Go ahead, Doug.
No, that's great. So, okay, if we took that and then we took TJ's tweet and then the COD League posts that on their TikTok, I guarantee you we'll get more views than any of the crap that they're posting.
Does the
right
COD
now.
League have a TikTok, Doug? Sorry to cut you
but
off.
They should.
They
Why
should.
don't they? It's
No,
the
they
biggest platform. They
definitely should. I don't know if they have a TikTok, but if they don't, they should make one.
And if anyone in the chat wants to roast me right now, you're faded. Period. If you literally blow up on TikTok and transfer all those little kids that are on there right now into Call of Duty fans based on the drama, they're going to watch the game, whether it's Bokich Hardpoint, whether it's Standoff, Capture the Flag, or whatever the crap
Doug's
we're
spitting right
playing.
now. Doug, you're spitting.
It's easy. It's so easy, bro. And if these players would literally just get a face cam, it's so cheap. They make so much money. They could buy a face cam. They could buy an external microphone. This will cost them $1,000. That's chump change for what they're making to sit
that's
here
a
and play some
tax
freaking
write-off.
scrims, bro. Yeah, it's a tax write-off. Like you play scrims all day.
IRS.
You sit here, you play some scrims, you look at your freaking VODs, you go to bed, you do it again. Like you're not doing enough, man. Like it makes me so sick watching these guys get paychecks when they could be
Doug.
working smart and hard at the same time. All you got to do is just stream. Click start
Doug.
streaming. No, stop.
Stream
Click start
what? Stream
streaming.
what?
Let him go.
You
Let Doug
stream
finish.
the
Let Doug
game.
finish. Let him
What are
finish.
you? Reese Vivid, what are you? Shotzi, what are you? Awakening, what are you? You're a COD pro player. Click start streaming, get a face
Awakening's
cam.
a fat fucking cheater.
Shut the fuck
Go ahead,
up.
Doug. Go ahead,
Put
Doug.
it, shut
All you
up.
gotta do
You
is
fat
start
bastard.
the stream and just compete and do what you're doing. You don't even have to think. Just play the game, and there's gonna be
Wait,
organic
Doug,
moments.
Doug,
Dude,
that
I'll
come
be
in.
honest, I love Call of Duty, bro. You guys, any of you can stream this like a pair of titties,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
pick the Vanguard
Hold
on
on.
your screen, and I'm not, I don't care to watch it. I have no care.
Bro,
I-
I love Call of
is
Duty, and I
literally
love watching
found in
Call of Duty.
Guantanamo Bay. It's what the CIA used to fucking torture people. That's what fucking Bo
Wait,
Cage.
but hold on.
But in a way, I don't think you're wrong, Doug. I think you have like a good idea, but I don't know, bro.
What Doug is trying to say.
I had 2 minutes. I only had 30 seconds.
All right, go
Look,
ahead, Doug. Go
I
ahead.
think
Go
we
ahead.
could all
Finish.
kind of agree on some like, oh yeah, like doing a TikTok short here, doing that. The point is, you need to get the brain flowing into that mindset. That's the key. These players get on, hey, is campus in the game? Hey, are we skimming today? Am I getting my paycheck? Stop fucking thinking like that. You're so soft, man. Like, think smart and think outside the box. Your paychecks are gonna be chalked in a year from now. You won't have a paycheck. It won't be here. Start doing something about it. Make a TikTok, stream, get these natural moments. Porter, if you said what you said to TJ to me, I already beat your ass multiple times. I make sure when I get in the league, I will beat your ass every time I play you if you talk like that to me. Every time, in a scrim, in a map, in a tournament, in the finals, best believe. I mean, dude, we need people
Believe
to
that.
be organic and be real and be themselves and take these little shorts. You got people uploading little bullshit shorts on YouTube getting 10 million views. That is so powerful if everyone has a mindset, hey, I could just play the game, click start streaming, not even think about it, not even read a chat, and just play. And there's going to be organic, funny moments that happen from it. League teams, hire a person for 50K, 30K a year to literally micromanage all these little clips and put them together. Make TikToks, make IG Reels, make Twitter clips. Players, stop being little pussies, all right? You're not that fucking cool. You're not that
See,
special.
The
Stop being so
coasters
soft.
don't
Just play the
believe
game and
in
have
work.
fun.
Hold on, Doug.
Dude,
I do have a
not
serious
even work.
question.
It's easy. It's not work.
They don't believe
wait.
in They
Hold on,
believe
hold on.
in
Speaking
Call
of-
of Duty
speaking of-
and Sunday football.
All right, Pat.
Hold on,
Pat,
hold
you
on.
got the floor.
Important
Pat, go
question.
ahead.
No. Important question to both of you. Why does Call of Duty, just both, and this is for both of you, why is it so imperative to you, Doug, specifically, because you brought this up, for players to stream scrims? Why is that the imperative move? No other
That's-
esport does it.
Yeah, I'm
No,
gonna let
no,
you handle this. I'm gonna
our
go smoke.
esport-
That's the easy one for you, Pat.
Pat, no, are
Guys
you
smoking
kidding
a
me?
cig.
Porter, I'm about to take your job in like 5 minutes if you walk away because I'm going to win this debate if you walk
Hold
away
on,
right now.
Doug, answer me. Answer me. Why is it so imperative that players, all players, competitive and or challengers is different atmosphere. We're not going into that. But for the CDL teams and pro players, why do you think it's imperative they stream scrims?
It could start with scrims. It doesn't need to always be a scrim. I'm using a scrim as an example because what logically as a pro player do you have? If you're a pro player in the league with 2,000 followers and the only reason you're there is because you're good at COD, not because you have a brand or a following, you're good at COD. Why are you there? You're a pro player. So start with what you do. Start with what you know. Start with what people know you for and use that to elevate yourself and branch out into other opportunities and be smart about it. It takes 2 seconds to click start streaming. I saw Simp say, oh, but then everyone thinks that we suck if we lose a map. Simp, no one thinks you fucking suck. You're the best player in COD. You're literally going to be the GOAT in 2 years
You're
after
going
you
off, you're going off
overpass
kind of
Porter.
the topic of my question though.
It's-
If no other esports stream scrims, right? None. Not
Other esports, it doesn't matter.
Hold
It
on,
doesn't
hold on.
matter what CSGO is. It doesn't matter what they are. Our
but I
esport
don't-
is here because of Nade, Seth,
but
and
you're-
Hector.
But you're missing a point though. Okay, yeah, but Hector wasn't streaming scrims, and I would argue that Nade didn't blow up
didn't
off
play.
streaming scrims either. Exactly, and I would also argue that Nade and Scump didn't blow up off streaming scrims back
Well,
in the day.
no, the way it
I
works.
think-
Bro,
What
this is
I'm
what they
just
have
saying,
going
I-
for them.
I
Pat.
think-
This is the only thing they
wait,
have going for them is
All right,
that
go
they're a
ahead.
pro
Let
COD
Pat
player.
talk. Let Pat talk. Let him talk. Let Pat go.
But I feel like you're like you're really funneling in on this streaming scrims thing. But I would like to know how many players are playing Vanguard right now outside of scrims right now.
Yeah.
Just loading up a public match or 8s, which I'm not familiar with, but I'm pretty sure are not happening every day. And if they are, there's like one series. They're not playing pubs. There's not a ranked play to play. There's nothing Call of Duty content related to play outside of scrims right now.
But
You're
let
wrong,
me step in.
actually.
Let me
No, you're
step in though.
wrong,
Let me
Pat.
step in though. I feel
Am I?
like where Doug's coming
Yes.
from, Doug. So where you're coming from, like you could start streaming, right? The scrims. It's a good foundation to start. I think what Doug's saying is like people want to see some of these players be more personable. Like a lot of these players don't know how to build a brand. Sometimes it's just about turning your stream on, and it's not even about what you're playing. It's just about talking to the chat, telling people what you do on a day-to-day basis. Maybe film some vlogs. Maybe do some other cool shit. Like people want to see these pro players do other things other than play COD. That's how you build a brand.
I
Not
agree
just play
with you,
COD,
Tommy.
you know?
I'm on your side with that. I don't think streaming scrims should be the requirement, and I also fully agree that in a team environment, if even one person is uncomfortable on the team with scrims being streamed, then it shouldn't be streamed. Like
Yeah, I got
coaching
nothing
staff
wrong with
aside,
that.
like when you're on a team and you're being paid hundreds of $1,000s to be the best team, your priority is winning. Period.
Mhm.
Yes, outside of practice, you should be focused on building a brand. And Tommy, you made a good point.
Yeah.
They need to be doing personable shit about
Yeah.
teaching people who they are as a person, not just Call of Duty
Right.
related. That's mad important. But I think the priority of trying to focus that we need to stream scrims is so fucking dumb. There's no weekend tournaments that would be streamable. There's nothing in Call of Duty related that's streamable other than scrims, Doug. And I feel like you're not like, what do you stream that's not war? And don't say Warzone because this is multiplayer Call of Duty. Other than scrims, what do you play in Vanguard? You shoot bots to warm up? Are you gonna stream that?
I play Christmas Shipment.
Bro, did you watch those clips of Shipment, bro? I would
No,
actually.
I haven't
if
watched
I
bro, if
can't do it. I
hold on,
can't do
hold on.
it.
If I open the stream and watched a 30-second pre-roll ad and then fucking load it into someone playing Shipment, I would lose my fucking mind. I watched a fucking 30-second pre-roll to see just fireworks in my face 24/7 on Shipment,
Nah, it's
and then to
ridiculous.
see Krampus
the
spawn in,
time.
like.
That's why I give credit to
Bro.
Scump. Dude, I'd be watching him pub and do that stuff. He'll do it for hours, even after scrims or before scrims. He'll sit in shipment and just pub. And I'm like, dude, I don't know
Yeah, but-
how he's doing this.
But dude, you gotta also think, and this is Doug. Me and you talked about this earlier. There is a super difference between how you feel sustaining your brand and your stream versus growing one. They're entirely different.
There's nothing
Seth-
to grow it on almost.
Exactly.
Stop
Seth
right there.
is in
Stop,
a entirely
stop,
different
stop,
ballpark. He
stop.
can sustain
Okay,
his shit.
stop that right there. I need you to stop, Pat. That
Doug, you
mentality
agreed
is
with
the
me.
reason. That mentality is the reason why none of these fuckers even try, bro. Why do you think Seth is where he is today? I saw it.
Because he got
happen
the
before
ball
my
up
eyes.
in BO2 and Ghost and
Because
AW.
he was
Nah,
good at the game. He was good.
But
One of these
Scump,
players in the
but
Valley
nah,
did
but
good.
listen, Seth grinded his ass off at a very young age,
He
12,
worked
13.
hard, and he was
Every
good.
day
One of these
uploading
players is
videos,
good.
and doing
But-
all
but
Scump
you
earned
also-
that shit.
But I'll say it this way. I think he and this is I would think he would think so as well. He took advantage of the opportunity that he had then. A lot
He
of
made
players
the
didn't.
opportunity for himself though, Pat. He
He
made
made
that
it for
opportunity.
himself.
Yes
I
and
agree with
no.
Tom.
Yes and no. Because
Yes and yes. There is no excuse.
Nah,
He made it for himself.
I
period.
disagree.
Why didn't you do
Because
it, Pat? Why don't you have
Why,
a bit of a
why
problem
didn't
against Seth?
okay? Why didn't
You won more
everybody
than him.
who
You were-
grind?
you were-
Hold
you
on,
were
All right,
hold
hold
on,
on, hold on. All right,
hold
Doug,
Why
hold on.
didn't
One at a time. Pat,
everybody
go
who
ahead. Go ahead.
grinded back then blow up then?
Mm-mm.
Give me examples
Well,
of
Because they
both
weren't
players.
riding jet skis.
I mean, Scump had the personality and he had the gameplay. I mean, Scump just had it all.
And the opportunity. Yeah, he was the perfect person for what he did. And yeah, he grinded his ass off more than anyone else. By far, not taking anything away from him. But there are also people who put in equal hours into their stream. I wouldn't be surprised if Haggy has more hours streamed than Seth does in his lifetime on Twitch.tv. I wouldn't be surprised.
And you got to work
Why does it-
smarter, not harder. You got to
Dude,
be
no, but
smart, man.
Sharp, look at Sharp. Sharp grinded the fuck out of
Yeah, he
content.
did.
on
Yeah, Sharp
2K.
went rogue.
He still is grinding his YouTube. Why does he not have the success that Scump has? Listen,
Everyone had Sharp's
people-
mentality. This league would have a lot more viewers right now. I guarantee you that, without a doubt in my mind. If everyone tried to
think
put
it-
effort
I
in like
think it's
Sharp,
negligible.
there would
But
be way more
my
people
point
who are
is,
big now.
my
Wait, Doug,
point is,
if you started from the beginning and like tried to blow up how big you are right now, just from like starting right now, do you think you could get to where you are, like playing COD and doing this COD shit?
I think I was meant to be exactly where I am today, just like how you were meant to win 3 world champions, like Pat was meant to win 2. Everyone deserves exactly what they received. and it's all up to you as an individual. If you don't like your situation, stop being a little bitch.
But I
and stop
feel like
complaining, do
I
something
feel like
about
as
it.
a pro player, like if you were to look at like I don't know who like is booming on Twitch or YouTube or anything for like Call of Duty right now. But like they're probably doing like some S&D like I kill S&D gameplays or something on YouTube or some weird shit, right? Like probably something like that.
I
I'd
have
assume.
no idea.
I don't know, but like if they're doing something like that, and I feel like there's no way like any of these pro players are gonna do that.
Well,
Yeah, and that's the thing. Some people don't have the personality for it, and they
Yeah,
don't
I was
want
gonna say
to
that.
do-
I
They
was
don't
gonna
want
say
to be
that.
content
They don't wanna
Plus,
be
you
it.
gotta have that. Yeah, you have to like
You have to have
really.
the personality and the mindset to be an entertainer. Like,
And also
there,
this
there
like,
are
to
just
add,
people who aren't that.
and to add
You're
on
right,
to that,
Pat.
Pat,
Not
Doug, let me
everyone
just-
can be.
to add on to that too, like what Pat just said. Different content creators, you can't compare content creators. You can't compare Scump to Sharp and this and that. Like you gotta focus on your own journey. Not everybody can be it. Just
Yeah, like
the
everyone's
number.
unique. Like Doug,
Everybody's
you're,
unique.
like,
Everybody's gonna
like,
be
you, like, ate
different
burgers
sizes and
for the
shit.
first time or something, or hot dogs for the first time.
I
Mm-mm.
agree.
Yeah,
that's
see,
world.
Doug,
Oh, no,
like shit
you're
like that, Doug,
different,
that
bro.
had nothing to do with COD. You fucking trying hamburgers for the first time, going to
That ain't
Mexico
like
and
cra-
doing
like, that
this
shit was
shit.
crazy.
But all that stuff stems from the idea of not being a little bitch and just putting
Yeah, but
yourself
not
out there
everybody
and
can
trying.
just grow a brand, bro. Just because they're good at the game,
everybody,
they
yeah.
can't grow a multi-successful
It's hard.
brand.
It's very hard
They're
to
not,
do.
They don't have the personality for it. They don't have the entertainment level. It's not full. Like, bro, Doug, you can't lie to me that everything you put on your YouTube channel was natural fucking Doug Martin. It wasn't. There's some shit where you gassed and exaggerated and you made to be entertaining. It wasn't just all you just being natural Doug. You have an entertaining personality. You're an entertaining guy. You go about things differently. You have a great
Yeah.
personality. A lot of players don't, and they don't care to. They don't care to fake it till they make it. There are a lot of people who've done that, and great, it worked for them. Obviously they grinded for it. But in the reality is, not every fucking pro player should be expected to be these massive entertainers who are faking a personality to just become a bigger brand. It's just
Your
not
point
in
would make a
some of
lot
their.
more sense to me if our scene was built off of actual people enjoying watching actual competitive COD. The scene isn't built off that though, and that's what bothers me more than anything. People in this scene think that they're entitled to certain things. Your scene is only here because of Nadeshot, Hector, and Scump, period. You're here because these entertainers were good at COD and they put people on and you got a job because of it. You didn't get a job because there's so many people out there like, I can't wait to be a COD pro and win. No, they're there because they like Nade, Seth, Hector, and OpTic.
We can give those guys credit all day long. They deserve it. But they're not why people are here. Like, there was a perfect storm of Call of Duty back in the day. There were massive YouTube creators posting gameplay commentaries, which, by the way, are boring as fuck nowadays. That shit would not
They're
fly
all here because of
from
OpTic. They're only here
anyone.
because of them.
Bro, no, because okay, bro, that's so delusional. Like they
What?
get their credit, but that is not why they're here.
Damn
That is
straight,
so
that's why they're here.
delusional. That is so delusional, bro.
It's a
that
little bit
makes
of
no
both.
sense.
It's a little bit of both.
Let's think
It's
about the
both.
perfect storm that incurred with Call of Duty in its infancy.
Okay, I'll hear you.
You
out.
had
Yeah.
White Boy 7th Street, Syndicate, T Martin, Gold Gloves, X Jaws, fucking
Man,
Nanners,
the
all
times.
these guys posting what to nowadays Woody's gamertag, what would be boring ass gameplay commentaries, which blew up this massive audience for watching casual Call of
Hey,
Duty.
no roast. You ever seen Hector's like, dude? If Hector, if I had a link for his first montage, bro, you'd laugh.
Oh yeah,
He,
bro.
he thinks it's nasty.
The five.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The five
like a
phase
single
guys,
kill,
all
bro.
of them. Rain, Banks, Temper, Adapt, all those guys playing Call of Duty on posting YouTube. Then we get into competitive Call of Duty, which is going on since way before that, right? 2008, it was dead as fuck. 2009, dead as fuck. 2010, dead as fuck. Finally, we get into 2011, 2012, 2013.
Dead
Guess
in
what?
2011. Dead in 2011 at Black Ops.
Well, I would argue that 2011 was a
Have a
pivotal
million
year
views on a
because-
solo kill
because
video.
that is when David Vonderhaar went to an event and kind of promised some support on the Treyarch level. Won't get into that. Anyway, it was a perfect storm, right, for the transition of those people who are doing these gameplay commentaries, this massive casual audience that they built, right? All of them. It was the pinnacle of YouTube and Call of Duty at the time. Those guys started getting into Call of Duty. There was cross-pollination. I could name T. Martin, all the FaZe guys, Gold Glove, fucking White Boy 7th Street, X-Jaws.
Following you, yes. I'm
All of
following
them
you.
started to get into competitive Call of Duty. They were at BO2 Champs. They were involved in MW3. They were putting highlight on it. That it started to happen. It was a massive cross-pollination. And yes, at this point, Scump and Nade were the main guys doing content in competitive. So yes, they picked up the biggest traction of anybody else, and it was a perfect storm for Call of Duty to blow up at the time. I'm not going to say it's all Scump and Nade and Hex because it's not, but they had a huge pivotal part because they were the
95%.
eyes that was picked up at the time when that big cross-pollination began. And then obviously Call of Duty got bigger and bigger. More eyes got put on it. Activision got involved. Studios got involved. And then we took that and we grew it in ourselves because of the personalities that were involved in Call of Duty. Me, Nadeshot, Crim, Karma, Seth, the Freako guys, the OpTic brand, the FaZe brand, TK even at a point. There was a lot of drama and entertainment value that happened in COD, which was entertaining as fuck, especially for these people who were watching these gameplay commentaries, who got into the crossover and loved it, right? And loved it. But I'd argue that a majority of that growth now has since moved on, and we're basically in the point of where I don't feel like the Call of Duty community competitively is growing. It's really just fucking sustaining from what was already built from 2011 to 2016. That's probably the golden range. But I'm not giving credit to just 3 people for blowing up Call of Duty because that's not how it worked. It was a perfect fucking storm for why Call of Duty blew up in the beginning to
Great
where it
movie.
is now. It was a perfect storm.
I agree with a lot of what you said, other
So
than the fact
that growth aspect is just so much harder to obtain because the opportunity isn't there anymore.
See, I don't even think there'd be a franchise league if it wasn't for OpTic. I don't think this franchise league would be here if it wasn't for OpTic. I don't think there'd be competitive COD if there wasn't OpTic. I don't even think there would be competitive COD today at all if OpTic Gaming wasn't around, if they didn't do what they did.
Maybe,
wouldn't
but
be a
that's
thing.
hypothetical. We don't know what could have happened.
I saw it all in front of my eyes.
They were a super pivotal point, absolutely pivotal point for what occurred. But I would think that Scump and Nade, if they grinded on their own, would be massive brands. Super alone entities. There's no telling what they would have done or could have done. Like, yeah, looking back, if OpTic didn't go the way it went, Call of Duty would be far worse off. Without a doubt, I agree.
It's asinine to me to see people that are in the pro league thinking that they don't have anything to do with the state of the game. They don't do shit. They do nothing to try to make the game bigger at all. They hate the game, they collect their paycheck, and they talk about how they hate the game. That is the worst thing that anybody could be doing right now, period. And it just makes me sick inside.
I agree with you. But if people are getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to compete and they're getting a shit product shoved in front of them year after year, it gets to the point where, yeah, you're right. It's a horrible mentality to have. But at this point, it's fucking disrespectful. Like, bro.
Dude, I gave up like 4 months paycheck for that because of that shit, bro.
That's
Like,
what I'm
fuck
saying,
that.
bro. It's disrespectful for
Well, he
how
was a guinea
bad
pig
these
for
titles
fucking
are.
dedicated servers, bro. Like, just losing.
Bro,
Like
you
a
had
guinea
different
pig.
spawns on different servers. Do you remember that shit? You would
Bro, I
have
was
like
in
the
the Matrix,
GB
bro. I was in
spawn.
the Matrix. Almost got fined because I posted I was in the Matrix, bro, in a league match. I was a guinea pig.
Speaking of fines, are anybody getting hit with fines with everything that's been going on? Probably not. I mean, everybody's kind of speaking out at this point.
It's such a massive shitstorm. Activision have
There's no way.
multiple lawsuits to deal with. I don't know if anyone's paying attention
Yeah.
to people raging about
Probably
the
not.
CDL product.
I mean, bro, like, dude, for me, dude, if I was in any of you guys' shoes, like, yeah, the money's nice, bro, but, bro, I would be, I don't know, I'd be boiling inside right now. Like, I mean, I kind of am, just as an outsider, bro. Like, I want to be, like, a fan still, because, like, I mean, I've played COD long enough that, like, I love it, but, like, I don't know, dude, it's annoying, bro.
What would
It's
COD be
fucking
like
annoying.
if the salaries
is.
were what they were in 2013 and 14, where you were lucky to make $500 a month? Do you think people would still play, Doug?
People would not. Nah. Definitely
No,
not.
they wouldn't.
No
right?
way.
They,
No
they-
way.
They would. The only reason people are around is because of the money.
If the salary never went up, I wouldn't have played. I would have been in college. I would have been in school.
But
Yeah,
the
bro,
money's
like,
only
that's
there.
just
The money's
been
only there because of OpTic, though. So like when
Bro.
players are trying to say, "Oh well, we're not like CS:GO." we
You
should
could
stay
say
out
it
of
used
scrim."
to be, but bro, when a fucking multi-billion-dollar investment group invest into the CDL, the money's not there because of fucking OpTic. Like it's just you could say it got to the point it was because of OpTic, sure, whatever, but the money's not here now because of that. So my
I
point
disagree
is,
with you.
I-
The money is there because of OpTic. The league is here, and these people invested
Bro.
into this because they saw what OpTic did.
no,
That's why they're
that's
here.
not. That's not what these orgs.
I mean,
were
I feel
sold
like you'd
on,
have
bro.
to be delusional to think like that, though. If you
These
were
orgs
them,
were just not sold on OpTic success. Like
The
Look at
whole
this
thing
little
is here
demon.
because of OpTic success.
Oh.
This little
Everything.
demon.
is
Look at the
here.
puppy. Listen, let's take 30.
Everything,
Listen,
Bro,
let's take a 30-second breather.
Kraft Sports Group, Cronky Sports Entertainment,
Jesus
the
Christ.
fucking family that owns the
Who swindled
fucking
them?
Minnesota Vikings. They were not sold on this product as, oh well, OpTic's this massive successful entity, and you can be too. Like that's not what they were sold on, bro. They weren't convinced to
Oh.
buy in for 25 million and have operational cost of 2 million plus a year because OpTic was an uber successful
So,
business.
Has Call of
It's
Duty
just not.
ever?
It's just not
has-
real.
Let me ask you a question. Has Call of Duty ever been a CS:GO? Ever? Has it ever been? I want to watch these players because they're the best in the world, and I want to see what teams are going to win here. Has it ever been that, or has
No,
it been?
and it's also never been.
I don't think it's been
People
on
care
that
about the
level.
game.
Like, I feel like some of those games are on another level that we would just never reach. But I do think for a good while, like I think we had a solid base of people who genuinely wanted to watch like the best people. Like,
Yeah.
maybe not all of them, and it wasn't a million. I
Hey,
think it
we-
was a good amount. For
And the
a
entertainment value
solid
stacked on
maybe
top of it.
7 years, maybe.
How many viewers do you think the final would have against OpTic when we played them on FaZe if it wasn't OpTic? Say it was like Hagi's team because Hagi got third. What if we played Hagi in the
If
finals?
it was
How
the
many views
same
do you have?
personalities, it still would have done well. If
Yeah, but
if
how
you
many
take away
viewers?
the
If it had
OpTic brand and the
250, if
FaZe
it had
brand, it still would have done
250,
well.
If you take OpTic out and it's just us versus Hagi's team with the random name he had with whatever team he was playing with that we beat,
But
how many
you're
viewers are there? 100K instead of
my
250?
point is you're tagging the OpTic name in this as if that is what, bro.
Yes.
Well, that's also
Nate,
another
that's
thing.
what you gotta
Those,
think,
wait,
bro,
those
but-
first event tourneys back in the day, like, just had a lot of fucking viewers, bro, because people were genuinely interested, bro.
Yeah, bro, think about how much shit on Twitter happened when Crim, Damon, and Teep left me when we were on EG to go to OpTic. I didn't have a team. Then
Yes.
Damon and
saved
Teep
you,
joined
yes.
Nation, and
Uh-huh.
Crim joined the OpTic
They chalked
gaming
themselves.
team
They
with
chalked
Stump
themselves.
and got formal and made a God Squad.
Yeah.
Those
Dude, the couple
personalities
years-
existed.
the
It
couple
wasn't
years
just
before,
OpTic.
Like, this,
But
like,
that's your
kinda
point, Pat, the
recent-
personalities, right? The
Yeah,
personalities.
the Twitter drama. Yes, the Twitter
Yes,
drama
yes,
was one of the
thank
biggest
you.
points.
Thank
Of,
you.
like,
And where is it
the-
today? Where is it?
I've already said this. Players don't want to create bad. Bro, think about it. When that happened with me and Crim, it was so apparent that me and Crim would never team again. Like, me and Damon would never team again. I obviously knew I would never team with Nade and likely Scump ever again. Like, that was known things. Regardless of how talented I was, those were just realistic outcomes that weren't going to happen. Nowadays, why would you risk that? What upside is there?
There's
You're telling me you're gonna risk a potential future for yourself to fucking grow the Call of Duty esports scene by being grudge matches with another player?
these players need to take note of this entire day and everything that went down and realize, hey, my league and my salary won't be here in another year or two unless if I just start acting like how I should.
It's not.
how I
It's not
feel.
gonna be based. It's dude,
Be
think about it.
natural, be real, be organic.
Dude,
Try
but hold on, think
harder,
about what
be
you just
smart.
said. Back in the day, it was natural, and you're asking people nowadays to force it.
No, they're
one was
forcing
telling
themselves to
you to
not be
force it
natural.
back in
They're
the day.
biting their
Everyone
tongue every
knows
single
everybody
second,
now, bro. Like, we've
That's
known
what I'm
each other for
saying.
like 10 years. Like, I'm
Dude,
not
they're
gonna.
they're
Seeing-
forcing themselves not to speak, bro.
went
That's
to-
what I'm trying to say. They're not being natural. They're not being natural. They are forcing themselves to bite their
think
tongue.
they are. I think that this is what happens, and me and Jake have talked about this. This is what happens when a community of people see each other 30 times a year for 10 years straight, or 5 years for some of the new guys. Like, you develop these relationships. Before, it was online, and we had very early started, and that's what a lot of shit talk revolved around. But bro, you gain, like, these people are now friends. They've at some point teamed with each other. Back in the day, bro, I would load into an H lobby, hadn't teamed with any of the people on the other team, and I wanted to beat the fuck out of them. It was a passion,
Man, the
pride
good days.
fest.
That was the good days.
Bro,
The bottom
I
line,
remember
Nothing
this
beats
whole
that
thing,
shit.
Pat, this whole league and all these players in this league today are here because OpTic started the thing. Everyone else kept it going by just talking shit and being themselves. That's why COD Esports has a fan
Activision's
base.
ending the thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
pretty much,
could
Damon.
still do our part, though. We could still be what we are and what got us here. We could still uphold that end of our bargain here. That's my point.
I just think players are protecting a paycheck if they don't believe they can win, and they're always
agree,
going to.
yes,
And there's nothing, and to be honest, there's nothing wrong with it if that's how they fucking feel. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
you're
bro, if
asking
I
them
was
to
still
force
playing,
it
I'd be
and
playing
ruin their
strictly.
opportunity.
Like, if someone asked me tomorrow to come play, and I said, yeah, it'd literally be for a paycheck, bro. It's just what they've done and the direction they're going after playing for so many years. It is so disrespectful to competitive Call of Duty players. It is like as pussy as it sounds, it is like borderline heartbreaking what they have done, bro.
Doug,
Did you
something I want you to think about.
refresh Twitter?
Doug, something I want you to think about, bro, is if the more you say that this whole COD thing is OpTic, that is so bad. Like, let's say that's true. You know how bad that is for Call of Duty if it is so heavily reliant on OpTic. If everything relies on OpTic, all the success relies on OpTic. Well, we are fucked if that's true. As
So why
much
don't
as I
these
love
players-
those guys, we are fucked if that is
So why don't
true.
these players try to do something with themselves? That's what I'm trying to
Do
say. Pat.
what? What do you want them to do?
Click start streaming, put your thing in sub only and follower only mode. Don't even look at the chat. Make it so that you can't even have a chat. Make it so people can't even say anything. Take the organic, natural moments that happen when you play in your scrims and start there and make TikTok shorts and Instagram shorts and reels through it. Start there. Get some confidence through it. Figure out what works and doesn't work. Branch out from there. These are really easy, simple things that do not take effort to do to start trying to put yourself in a mindset
to be
to
honest,
do something bigger.
My
Dude,
point
Doug,
is, though,
I don't even know. I
even
probably couldn't
beneficial.
even name more than 5 full rosters in this game, and the CDL ain't helping with it at all.
You can't rely on the CDL. You can't, dude. I can't rely on anyone to do what I need to
But
get done
how
for
am
me.
I supposed to know any of them? I don't give a fuck. Who is Capsidol or whatever? Like, who the fuck's that guy, bro? Like,
I guarantee you, if you
don't
gave
know.
me Capsidol's POV right now, if I was Capsidol and I had all the knowledge I have in my
it's
head,
no
I would make
roast. It's no
sure.
roast. But I'm
No,
just
it's
saying,
okay.
like,
No, you don't know who he is.
guarantee
I had no idea who he was either when he got picked up.
like,
No idea.
The fact that there has not been anything competitive for me to watch, bro, I literally don't give a fuck, and it is so depressing.
Bro,
It's so bad.
I get all my information
I should be
from
able to
Cousin Vinny.
name all the players on all the teams. I don't even know more than 5 teams. I don't think.
Okay,
That's what
but
I'm
Bigger
saying.
question for you.
No.
if you gave me a random alias and I was a nobody and I'm in the COD league and say I'm Capsidol, bro. Say I'm Capsidol. I guarantee
I
you,
think
if you
I
took
know your
knowledge in my
POV,
head,
Doug.
if you took the
Kidding,
knowledge that's
kidding.
in my head, I don't give a fuck. If you took the knowledge that's in my head and you gave me Capsidol's opportunity and I'm him, I guarantee you I will blow up and I guarantee you everyone will know who my name is.
But Doug, say you put in the work, right? And this is something that I've been experiencing. You see, I'm not a likable person. So, like, what the fuck do I do? You know what I mean? What the fuck do I put in all the work, right? I literally,
Hey,
dude,
wait,
you should
Porter, your
smell
stream
my
does
shirt.
fine, dude.
Yeah, but Porter, you
For
play
how
Warzone,
for
right?
how long you stream and what you're streaming, like you sit there and play fucking Warzone, bro. I learned that the
I mean,
hard way. I was talking
Wait,
to
that was
Davis
no
about
roast at
this.
Capsidol, by the way. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about him.
No, that's not a
Great
roast.
guy.
Nobody, yeah, dude. I
He
didn't know
just
anything about
He
Capsule
just
other
got-
than
got in the crossfire.
listen. I didn't know
I had a
anything.
name that I seen.
I knew nothing about Capsule other than
He
Vinny
does have
telling
a
me how
funky
fucking
name.
good he
It's
is.
kind of a weird name, right, Damon? It's kind of a weird name.
That's why I know it, dude.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm
Damon,
probably saying it wrong.
Damon, you know that this guy Vinny told me about Capsule months ago, just like with Standy. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I thought, I said,
Hold on,
who
let
the
me-
fuck is that guy? Now
Let
he's
me
on a
ask a
team.
serious
I can't
question,
believe it.
bro. I'm looking on Twitch right now. So you got Quavo Ken, who's obviously Kenny, playing Halo Infinite.
He's so
There-
much better when he's Kenny, dude. So much better.
Haggy is playing New World. Shotzi is just chatting. Aqua is playing.
Oh yeah, he's ripping
I
your
don't know
shit,
what
Tommy.
game
I
that
hit him
is.
with a cease and desist.
No,
I
no,
know
they
a
can
guy.
watch. They can. No, no, I like.
Fan base,
I like
bro.
when other people watch, man. It's good.
Who are
Dude, I have
playing?
a COD fan base, Pat. Bro, there's no point in me
Text his
playing that
number.
game.
I
get,
know.
Like double, triple the viewers on Halo, bro. Like it's unreal.
Oh, I know, dude. Crim, have you streamed anything Vanguard related that wasn't, or is it all war? If it wasn't a
My
tournament,
teammates in fucking. Actually, you know what, Doug? We haven't talked about this. So if Paco gets stuck in France, you want a team?
Fuck no. Fuck you.
Dude, come on, Porter. Are you serious? You asked him
hold
over
on,
me?
Porter, deadass though. Have you streamed any
You
Vanguard
got a
content?
fucking mullet, man. Like, come on, dude.
You know what? I'll grab
You're
a
not
fucking
taking care of yourself.
ponytail. I'll be Clay's little brother or something, bro. You want me to go get one of those hair ties?
Actually, you want to be our stellar? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, let's go.
That
Bro,
guy's pretty
Porter,
fucking
stop
good.
deflecting, bro.
I'll get a comb for once.
What have
What
you
was your
streamed?
original question?
What have you streamed that's not Halo or Warzone? Have you streamed any Vanguard content?
Yo, I streamed this game Ready or Not, dude. That game is good, dude.
Vanguard.
Dude, I thought you were
Vanguard,
tweeting me about the Clippers when you
Play
said
that
ready or
shit.
not, bro. You guys tell me that's a game.
Vanguard, fuck no, dude. Like what? Like what?
This guy
Bro,
tapped me
people
on
don't
Clippers
watch.
over, and
People
then
don't
he
watch
goes,
me play
"Oh,
Vanguard."
ready or not?
Half the
Torture,
time
I'll
I
just
see
do press
Dashy-
white strips, bro. Like I'm not gonna fucking play pubs.
Half
Fuck
the
no.
time I see Dashy stream.
You know the
Valorant.
last time he streamed it, Pat, is probably those fucking content creator tournaments.
Yeah, those I was in those were a blast, but those don't happen every day. Like
Yeah.
Doug, my
You know
problem
what
is-
those
I'm
used to be?
salty,
Those
bro.
used to be CMG 2Ks, 10Ks, MLG 10Ks, blah
Bro,
blah
those-
blah.
and with the shit being on
Crazy,
PC as well,
bro.
I feel like all
Crazy.
those S&D tournaments are just dead. Like no
So
one.
some-
is
some-
playing.
listen,
Alright, well, that's
just-
I'm
another
gonna set up
story.
a fucking ringer, dude. Like literally become a different person.
Hold on, I have a
This
question
year.
for Doug. Doug, do you
Team with a
believe?
beezy.
Let's say Capsidal. Let's use him as an example since
Oh,
he's a
poor
new
We should,
guy.
yeah,
new
we
name.
should use examples.
Okay,
Yes, I like
okay.
this. It's great.
If Capsidal right now started streaming every day, practice, Vanguard pubs, dropping nukes, uploading TikTok shorts and YouTube videos and whatever else and Twitch clips, do you think someone starting from the absolute ground zero is going to blow up by year's end? If they are the worst team in the CDL or a bottom average team, they don't do very well. He's just a decent above average player, nothing like championship credible, whatever.
Pat,
Do
you
you
don't have
think
to be
he is-
the.
Wait
I'm
a
just
second.
asking.
Wait a
I'm
second.
just
Wait a
asking.
second.
Do you think he's gonna organically blow up from
Doug doesn't
streaming to
do.
2 to 5 people every
Doug
day?
only does optimism, bro. That's the fucking problem with Doug, dude.
I'm trying to be realistic.
No,
because
but don't do
No,
realistic,
Porter,
dude.
stop for a second. The reason I'm successful is because I am realistic.
No,
That's
dog.
why.
You have a personality, and
Okay,
you're
but I
very
developed that.
entertaining.
I wasn't
Damon,
always
Tommy,
that
this
way.
is two
Capsidal can
delusionally
start to
confident people
learn.
talking to each other right
Porter,
now.
you're trash.
We
You
are in
can't
the
win.
middle
You
of an
suck.
argument right
Yeah, I
now.
wish I was in California
be
right
going
now.
this-
Holy
listen,
fuck.
Listen,
you
I
gotta
hit
do,
the papaya and lean back because they were going nuts. Go
I
ahead,
was like,
dog.
yeah, I'd be fucking sitting on the couch drooling right now,
Give
just
the
looking
floor
at
to
these
Doug.
two
We got too
guppies.
many people talking. Doug, go ahead and nobody interrupt Doug. Doug, do what you gotta
Nate
do.
is Nate Shot the best player in COD? Was he the best player when he was playing? Was Nate Shot the most talented? Is Simp the most talented player? Yeah. Is Simp
Nate Shot
as
was a
popular as
champion.
Nate? Is Simp anywhere near as popular as Nate? I'm talking about when Nate was doing his thing and Simp right now doing his thing, right? I remember both times. Nate doesn't compete or compare to Simp as a player. We all know that. But Nate was that guy. It doesn't matter if you're on the best team or the worst team. It matters.
Hold
what
on,
you
hold
do
on.
in
I
the
gotta
situation.
interrupt you. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta fact check you and the Call of Duty community. Nate
Here we
Shot
go.
quit
Show.
playing competitive, joined OpTic, and was a sniper for 6 fucking months.
Team,
6
right?
months on
He plays
YouTube.
Rambo?
He
He
was
plays
a
Rambo?
sniper.
He what? He did
was
that?
grinding YouTube content as a sniper content creator, missed competing, came back
Yes.
and was competing in BO1, not on OpTic, and then eventually came back to OpTic.
He had
Yeah.
Optic Nation
Facts.
in BO1.
Facts.
He went from 0 followers to 50,000
A
YouTube subscribers
hero.
in the span of
Hero
6
to
months
Facts.
because he was grinding BO1 and MW 2 or 3 sniping after the competitive season.
Why
Facts.
fakey?
He didn't just
Why?
blow up as nothing.
Hold on.
He grinded his ass off as a sniper.
Why stun grenade
He
grenade?
grew a big
360.
fan base, and then he transferred it into competitive, and
Oh,
then
nice.
continued to grind his ass off. Then the perfect storm hit in BO2. He
Not
grinded
exactly.
rank
Are you
play.
proving my
He
point right now,
grinded tournaments and all other
Yeah, he
shit.
worked,
and
right?
then he blew up.
He tried. He made an effort. What effort do any of these
He
players
wasn't
make?
a competitive player. He quit competing to pursue content.
What made him
gained a
big, though?
Great
What got him
traction,
big?
and then brought it back.
What
A
got him big?
perfect fucking storm made him big, and he grinded his ass off and ate every bit of it up.
Didn't you push him, and then he went home and he announced his Red Bull sponsorship, and it was just the rest was history.
Yeah, I did
Worked his
push
ass
him,
off
and
every
that was
single
a
day.
massive part to Call of Duty community getting
doesn't
the
regret
competitive community.
any
So
part
what
of
did
it.
that have to do
Rig-
with winning,
rig
though?
the
What did that
bet.
have to do with
Rig
winning?
the bet.
What did that have to do with being on the best team or the worst
Foul.
team? That had nothing to do with
I
being on the
pushed
best
the
team.
guy who won the fucking tournament. although we did win map count and he won the tournament due to a format
Yep,
regulation.
yep.
Hey, why
But
did he
They
sue
rigged
you?
I
it. That's what I'm talking
He should
about.
actually sued you for sure.
Sue me for what?
For pushing
You
him?
see the chick on the
For
plane
fucking
yelling at the old
assault, you
guy?
dumbass.
It's gone too soft now. It's
We
gone
weren't
too
even
soft.
18 then, were we?
Yeah, you just gave him a little push. It was a little
You
fucking
definitely
push.
were.
What are we, a bunch of
No, that
bitches?
was
That was a
Porter,
push.
Listen
That was
to
a
the
push.
fuck out of this
Oh,
guy.
gives a
Porter, we
fuck.
weren't 18 because I would have went to COD XP the year before. I was 17.
Bro, Pat's delusional lies can literally change time
So
itself.
we were
Do
18.
math,
We were
motherfucker.
18.
No, think about it. It was the MW3 year. I couldn't go to COD XP because I wasn't 18 yet.
Wait, I thought you slapped him in Black Ops 2.
We were
but it was-
definitely
but
18,
Damon,
dude.
Damon, bro, I'm about to fact check the fuck out of you.
Motherfucker,
MW3 year, 2012. COD XP was August.
eating sour patch,
Listen,
playing fucking
motherfucker.
3 when I was
COD
18.
COD XP was 2012, and the UMG Chicago event was 2012. And my birthday's in
January. It was
July.
January.
How did
It was
I
January,
magically? No, it was December. It was in fucking
Was it late
cold ass
December?
Chicago.
It was
in
like the week
December.
before. It was the
It
week
was
before.
it
New
was
Year's
right
Day.
after Frag Cup, which was in November.
Wait, how did we play champ?
I was
How did we
17.
Wait,
play
did you
champs
smuggle
Black-
It was late
yourself in
December,
there?
Todd. It
Because
was
I didn't
late
see your
December.
parents anywhere.
Hey, Pat,
UMG
we wouldn't have been
Chicago.
able to
You
play
didn't
Black
sign
Ops
up.
2 champs.
Inside the fucking waiver.
What waiver?
You
we
got
also-
yourself in
also
that
gotta-
venue without parental consent. Then.
I didn't go to
you're
COD XP,
snitching on
you stupid
yourself.
motherfucker.
No, I'm talking about the Chicago one, dude.
You didn't have to be 18 to compete back then. Anyone
Nah,
could
you
compete.
had to have a dad there.
No,
Shout
he
out-
didn't. Seth was younger than me, bro. We were at a UMG Chicago Plaza. I don't even remember what the
Hey,
fuck
remember
venue
when I
was.
almost
That was
fight with
lit.
Is there
Huddles?
like a bar in there too?
Yeah, it was.
Game, was it Game
Dude, David was
Plaza?
hitting up the
Yeah.
bars,
Yeah, it was
bro.
Game
Oh,
Plaza.
No,
Wait.
no, I wasn't.
Wait, Pat, was anyone else there when I was talking shit to Huddle's dad? Bro, that shit was.
Oh my
I was
god.
about to get my
Wait,
ass
what
beat. I'm gonna
happened?
be
You
honest
got in a
with you,
fight
bro.
with Huddle's
Black Ops
dad?
1 was so annoying, bro.
I was roasting Huddle so bad that his dad started. Dude, I think I was laughing at him, but inside I was fucking terrified, dude.
Was he teaming with Slacked and
Yeah,
Spade?
dude, I
Yeah.
used to play them in Black Ops 1 and pool plays.
His dad
and
wanted to
would
fight
be
me.
screaming at us, bro.
That was wait, hold on. That's another thing, bro. Is oh, you're talking about the organic, natural shit. There's no opportunity for players to sit across each other with no soundproof earbuds and roast the living fuck out of each other while they play them.
I agree
Like,
with you there.
Shout
yes.
out COVID.
You're absolutely right, Pat.
That's for you wanting this organic like rivalry shit to happen, that doesn't exist anymore. And I'm gonna say this, that was forced by Activision for this whole we need to be a professional esport and we need to get this entertainment
Like the
bullshit
NBA.
aside. And we need to be we need to be more like traditional sports and pursue this very professional.
We're the fucking WWE.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
We
And-
were. We
and
were.
that's what worked for the community,
That's-
and
dude.
Activision wanted to go the opposite route.
We were
and
like the WWF. Now it's the WWE. There's like no blood.
I got a
nothing.
question for you. When you cut your sleeves off, what happens if you do it unevenly on one side? What the fuck do you do then?
I tossed the shirt.
How do you do it? Yo, get a shirt right now. Do it right now on stream. It'll be
What
the
type of
highlight.
shirt? What do you want? What shirt, Porter?
Any, pick one. Just do it.
Okay.
Do it for the stream, right, Tommy? That'd be pretty good for the stream,
Yeah,
right?
do that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Get some scissors.
I don't even know what you were saying. I was responding back. I'm trying to
Are you
get
gonna make him take his
I'm gonna
shirt
get
off?
nameless
I
in
don't
here.
wanna-
No, Damon. We know you've done that multiple times on stream. All right, those
Yeah,
days are over for you, fucking Mario.
Want some syrup, bitch?
Bro,
Wait, Damon, you not play Rust today?
No, I'm playing Force.
Damon, I played Rust and I couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't
Don't
do
do
it.
it.
I
Wait,
went
did
back
you
to
stream
GTA. Yeah, I streamed. I had no idea what I was
Oh,
doing, dude. No
you
idea.
did
Solo, Tommy?
Yeah, by myself.
Oh yeah, that,
Yeah, it was
Now, if
bad,
you got
bro.
more than like 50 viewers on that game, bro, you'll get cream sniped and they will say things
Fuck
you
that.
wish you didn't hear.
Fuck that. Wait, Damien, did you see what I did in GTA last night?
No.
The fucking no pixel. We robbed the vault, and I robbed it as Crimsix.
Bro, you got.
I robbed the vault as
Crimsix. You
Is your guy
fucking
huge?
noob.
Huh?
Oh my god, that was pretty good.
That's good, right? Yeah, we
That's
made
pretty good.
like fucking $700,000, David. We were
Wait,
we're
you
rich.
got away too?
Oh, bro, David, we're in an hour and a half cop chase, bro, a car chase.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that back.
It was good stuff, bro. It should be uploaded soon. That shit was good.
That's wild. Motherfuckers already hitting the vault.
Bro, I have to hide my voice so I don't get caught. So I just go with the
Yeah.
Crimsix voice, dude. I just tell everybody I'm Crimsix. That shit's good, bro. That shit's good.
I gotta watch it, dude.
Bro,
You gotta
it's,
link me that shit.
and speaking of Doug talking about, or Pat talking about people yelling at each other and shit, you guys see that that clip on TikTok of the local COD of those two kids screaming at each other? You see this?
I mean, that's one thing I haven't seen,
I
but that's
hate
one
that
thing
shit,
that comes
bro.
with the arguing shit, bro. Like, if that shit ever happens, like, it's gonna bring a lot of cringe shit, man.
A cringe shit, bro. I saw it on TikTok and I
bad,
was
bad.
like, dude, this is so bad. Like I can't even watch this shit. What?
Wait, Doug, he's back.
What did you say? Hey?
This is how it works.
see.
This is how you
Wait,
cut the
moment of
sleeves
truth.
up the shirt. This is very
Oh,
important.
here we go. Which one's that one?
It's just a random like Twitch partner censorship, whatever.
It's going to YouTube.
Wow,
What?
cutting your Twitch shirt on.
Intel,
stream on
Intel.
Twitch?
Nah, honestly, that.
Oh, look at that shirt. Do you see that chat? Twitch Prime.
No, that shit's definitely bootleg, dude. Where'd you get that
Wait,
one, dude?
that's fire though. Wait, hang it, show it up, raise it up, Doug. That's cool as fuck.
Bro, that's a women's shirt, Tommy.
That's cool though.
You-
That's
Wait,
not gonna
Isn't that
fit,
what they give
dog.
out at like the Twitch?
You gonna
That's
say that to my
men's
face, Porter?
shirt. What?
You say that to my face, Porter? A woman's shirt? Fuck out of here, man.
That's not a woman's shirt. What are you talking about?
I mean,
You don't
bro,
like- you don't like
have
purple?
Womanly eyebrows, Doug. Let's be honest here.
Porter, you
You
should do
definitely-
your eyebrows.
Are you,
should
are
do
you
it.
Myron, Porter? Are you Myron me right now?
I mean, I'm comparing you to actually Renato Forza.
Wait, Doug, why do you
because
cut all
both
your
do the
shirts?
same shit.
Yeah, dude,
Look,
is that what you're doing right now? Are you cutting sleeves off your Twitch shirts?
Yeah.
So, all right, this
What-
is very
Tommy,
important.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It
Tommy.
takes time to learn. It does. I've done this a lot of times. I've fucked it up a lot too. You have to cut it right before this seam, because if you cut it too much before the
Full
seam,
screen of shit,
You
Tommy.
got
The
man
full
You want me to
screen
full
of shit,
screen
bro.
this fucking guy?
you
Let me
got this
full screen this
side
guy,
boob
dude.
shit,
coming
bro.
out. You get this side boob, right? And you don't want the side
Oh.
boob to be exposed.
Oh,
It has
yeah.
to be- you can't have the side boob out.
Well, what
You
if
have-
I do?
Don't pull it anymore.
Can't do that. It doesn't work. You have to do it like a centimeter right before the seam. So
Mhm. Show
Gotta
us,
do
Doug.
this
Show
with
us your
Here
technique
you
here.
go. Here you go.
Let's
All
see,
you guys
let's
who
see
have
this.
big arms, bro, and you need some air.
Mhm.
This is
So
how you do it
right
here with Censor.
before the seam, folks. Notice what he's
Yeah.
doing. Notice where he's cutting. Okay.
Not very
Damon.
straight. It's not very accurate by looks.
Does
So
it need to be
great
straight, Doug? Because
scissors.
that is not
it doesn't
straight
have
at
to
all.
be straight. No, it doesn't have to be straight. It just has to be just enough. Like you see where it is. You see where the
There
seam
has to
is.
be
You
enough
see the
room
cut?
for your biceps, right? Them 20-inch
Yeah.
biceps.
It only takes like 6 months to get nice arms. You'd be surprised, man. Anyone could do it.
Mm-mm. Damn, I need
Just
to
like
start
anyone
working
can
out.
Blow up with a brand.
Yeah, that's it.
Those-
That's it. That's
See, but the
literally
thing
it.
is, Doug, see, I like my life a little bit more challenging. That's why I choose to be ugly.
That's okay.
you-
I mean, you're not ugly.
you
You're
know-
handsome as fuck, though.
You're not ugly, Porter.
Hey, let's
not
not.
ugly.
Hey, Formal said my top lip looks like I got a fucking like a bee stung me, bro. And I looked in the mirror. I said, "Fuck, that's pretty. That's pretty accurate, man."
If you
I
were
don't know
ugly,
what's
I would
going
call
on.
you ugly, Porter. You're not ugly.
He's pretty ugly, let's be honest, guys.
What's
See,
going on,
thank you.
nameless? We got
Thank you.
nameless, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, Ant, bro. Ant can always be honest with me.
Yo, Ant, put your cam on, bro. Put your cam on. Nobody wants to put their fucking cam on ever, dude.
Yo, Doug, though, on the other hand, I don't know if he's wearing a wire or not. You know? And
Yo, and
man.
remember when I did that to you, bro?
Oh, no, not this,
We're not going
bro.
through this one again.
Come on, bro.
I
Not-
I wasn't the only one who thought that though. I was just the only one with balls that did it. My teammates wanted me to do it too.
What,
Yeah,
the
man.
I
wire?
had the balls to do it.
Damn, you gonna
I
snitch
was-
on
I
your
just had the balls.
teammates? Yo, you gonna snitch on them
Hey,
just
watch
like
it.
that,
Yo,
man?
should I throw some more strays out?
It
Or what's
doesn't,
up?
it doesn't, it doesn't
Yeah,
take long to
sure.
do that, though.
Sure,
I was
can-
the
can-
only one who noticed that. Yo, this
Active CDL players.
this is sus.
Mm-mm.
Yo, I came through and almost face planted on a scooter with Rick.
Dude, my man MC did face plant
We
on a
were
scooter.
turned
I
in
lost
that.
full.
didn't.
Dude, I left MC with Trey at an event on the electric scooters, and I said, Trey, don't let MC on the scooter. That's the hard carry. I can't have this guy getting hurt. Dude, 10 minutes later, Trey calls me. Hey, what's happening, fella? He says the fucking MC fell off the fucking thing. I said, Trey, come on. His whole arm was fucked up. I said, thank God his hand didn't break.
Wait, what event was this?
He said he went like
That same event.
Which
Oh, was that
event
the
was
New
it?
That was New Orleans, wasn't it? That was New
No,
Orleans,
wait,
yeah.
was it New Orleans? No, it wasn't New Orleans.
The one
It was the one with all the
That's
scooters
Fremont.
outside the hotel.
That's
Which one was it?
Fremont.
Which one
Well,
was
then
that?
This was a different event then. It wasn't the same.
What the fuck is
'Cause
Doug
you were there that
doing?
night, Tommy. You were there.
What, New Orleans?
Doug, I know you can
Yo,
hear
yeah,
us, bro.
I
You have
hope
a-
those,
Yeah,
I
you
hope
there.
those things
Yeah,
break.
yeah.
He's too heavy. They're gonna break. He's gonna fall. Watch.
You gotta get the pump, bro.
He
You gotta
fell.
get
He
the pump.
fell.
Doug, you never get scared that thing's just gonna fall off the wall?
I have the most, dude. I'm telling you, that thing is not gonna go anywhere, man.
Oh, really?
You could have a 500-pound person doing pull-ups on it. It's not going anywhere.
You think Porter could do a pull up on
Oh,
it?
it's Columbus. Coach RJ told me
Can
it
you
was
do it?
Columbus.
Can you
That's
do
the
a
problem.
pull-up
I don't
order?
think he
Hey,
can pull himself up.
Hey, sorry,
That
Tommy.
might hold him.
Off a
but-
scooter, man.
Is your
It was-
pull-up game strong, Porter?
Hey, Tommy.
Your pull-up
what
game?
happened again, man?
Porter
Don't ignore the
Porter
question.
can't
Yeah,
pull
man.
up.
Pull-up game strong, Porter.
Porter cannot do pull-ups. He cannot do
Hold
pull-ups.
on.
I can do
I
more
have-
pull-ups than
Hey,
than
my
Porter
hand.
can.
You walked
I
me
have a
back.
question. Hold on. I have a question for everybody in here. Why is it that every player who didn't get on a CDL team, why is it that they all are better off for the ones that quit competitive Call of Duty and move to Warzone full time? Why are they all better off than pursuing challengers and
Well,
grinding?
there's a lot of more viewers there now,
content.
so they go over
I'm
there
just,
and
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Why is my point is the opportunity? Because Doug is saying that players should
Doug
just
wants to
build their
stream
brand.
Warzone.
If you're even if you're in challengers, build your brand up. Why is every player that decided fuck that, I'm just gonna move to Warzone and pursue content? They're all better off. Every single one of them, and I can name a ton of them, but they're all better off. Every single one of them.
You're
Doug,
saying
I'd
they're
like
better off
your
just getting the
input,
fuck out of here and going to Warzone? That's what you're saying?
Then playing in challengers, yeah. If you're an established player, absolutely.
Doug, what do you think? Doug, you're the guy in challengers.
I mean, I want to play. That's the bottom line. That's why I'm here.
It's
Right, you
love.
wanna-
if they wanna
Pat,
play or
Pat,
not.
it's passion, Pat. It's fucking passion.
That's all it is. Like it's not rocket
People
science.
people
It's
just like
but hold
competing
on,
in
but hold on.
COD,
No,
you know,
no,
Pat?
no,
They
hold
just
on.
like
Let
it.
me,
Corner,
let
that
me
was the-
specify why. You have the means to make that decision. You are a lucky.
Why though?
And-
Why, Pat? Prove my
I
point.
mean, there's a million reasons why.
Give
You
me
got a
the- give me
jet
the-
ski.
You join FaZe, you vlogged every day, you grinded.
Why did I join
content.
FaZe though? Why did I join FaZe?
What do you mean?
Because you sold your
you
soul.
weren't even competing when half the time you were in FaZe,
Is that what
bro.
happens?
What are you talking about? How did I get in FaZe,
Fuck.
Pat?
I don't know.
How
You
did
were
I
on
join?
FaZe before I joined the team, so I don't remember.
I smoked them every fucking event. That's why I got on FaZe.
I don't know what happened. But my point is, you have the means to make that decision because you want to compete. But my point is, the players that just didn't have the nest egg behind them and the opportunity and sponsors that could just have that
Don't
like
call me
possibility.
Damon.
What type of shit is that though, Brad? Like, yo, I earned all that shit. I worked for that.
It's not.
though.
This
These
is this
fuckers didn't
question
work
isn't
for it, bro.
about you. This question is why is all the other players who were established players, why did they feel that they were better off to completely quit competing and go to Warzone and pursue it full time as a content creator?
It's probably because they don't want to compete anymore and they want to make money doing something else.
I fully disagree. I think people like slacked and apathy and
Well,
Raiden
no,
and
Pat.
Tommy
Anybody
would
who
love
made the switch
competing.
did it for a reason, though, Pat. Like I know Tommy was like mentally just not in it. Like he hated it. He just didn't want to be in it. He wanted to go do something else.
Did Tommy have the opportunity to compete in the
Yeah,
CDL?
yeah. Tommy was on a team, and Tommy left, didn't he? Didn't Tommy
In the
leave?
CDL?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know when he did exactly. I
I'm
don't
pretty
remember.
sure those guys all wanted to keep playing.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
thought they just didn't have the opportunity
No?
to. They
Am I
weren't gonna
wrong
be
there? I
sub-
could be
I'm pretty
wrong.
Sure Tommy was a sub, right? He wasn't. He was a
He was
sub
a sub for
for.
Dallas.
Oh, he
Wasn't
was a sub. He was a sub. I thought he was
Yeah,
a
he was a
starter. I
sub.
thought he was a
Yeah.
starter.
I think they just
Yeah,
saw people
I-
blowing up on Warzone and were like, let me go over there and do that because it's fucking hard to make.
I
it
mean,
up
if
the
you're a
pipeline,
good
bro.
Right.
Call of Duty player,
You're
you just
loony
wait
bin.
and watch,
It's so
bro.
difficult
Like,
now
Is
because
there a
you-
way? Is there a way to blow up on Call of Duty multiplayer, Ant? Right now?
Right now, I would say no. It's way too difficult. If there was a search and destroy scene, maybe, because if you think about it, and I was listening to you guys this entire time, but like most of the people who blew up that weren't a part of that, initial wave that you were talking about with all the CNRs, X Jaws, and then
The
when
Perfect
Nade
Storm.
and Scumpted, the people that blew up, they came from search and destroy. They started grinding that, and then they were able to organically grow from there and build themselves a brand and a support system, and then naturally they transition over to the competitive side of things. And we don't even have that infrastructure anymore, right? So there was multiple ways, different avenues to blow up and get to certain levels. And then where you took it from there, I mean, that was your own prerogative, but like
There's
there,
not an
we don't have
opportunity
that.
now.
We don't have that anymore, so there's not as much opportunity. Yeah, so there just needs to be better infrastructure, especially for the challengers and amateur players to grow. And that's where the search and destroy scene was so huge for us when we were coming up, because even if we weren't scrimming, we can go play a search tournament. I'd be like, yo, Crim, you want to play? Even if we're not on the same team, and we'd stream that shit, and it wasn't giving away our practice or, you know, our strategies and shit like that. And it was super fun to watch for everybody. So that's something that I think is really important.
Bro,
if you're on a top team, if you're on a top team in challenges though, you gotta. I feel like your chances of going pro are pretty like good.
How
Think
many
about
of them
it.
went pro that won last year?
but
Think
about
about
it.
it. Like if you're on a top 4 challengers team and 4 expansion teams come in next year and they make 16 teams, you got a good chance of getting in that league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what
If
Doug
they do.
says, I think what Doug says holds a lot of weight too, though. It's like the people who left, like, then they don't have as much passion as the people who are going to stay in Weather Storm and try to become a pro player, right? Like, it's a hard thing to do. It's way harder to become a pro player than it is to go and grind Warzone.
But Tom, say all those teams, right? Say 4 teams expand, right? Say 4 teams, the 4 top challengers, like they should get in, right?
Yeah.
What if I go, yo, I want to play? I hit up one of them.
Oh, well, that's
One
different.
team
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah. No, 100%. There's
I
always
feel like
there's
a
always things
lot
that
of
can
people
happen.
could do that.
Oh, 100%. I mean, this year was bad because people thought it was gonna be 11 teams for a second, and you know
Yeah.
it was
It was
even
looking
more
like
people were
it.
losing. Yeah, and even more people were losing spots. And then luckily we got a 12 team. You know, Boston. Obviously, everybody knows who the fuck the Boston team is. Who gives a fuck? They came in. If we get another 4 teams next year, because everybody thought expansion was gonna be this year. Everybody was talking about expansion this year. It was rumored throughout the whole season. Everybody's like, "Yeah, we're getting expansion next year." Like a lot of teams wanted to come in. I heard a lot of names.
Well, I think COVID probably hurt a lot of shit.
And then COVID hit, and then that was a big thing. COVID, like, think about it. If we get 16 teams, a lot of those challengers players are gonna get on teams. They're right there.
Who was on? Who won challengers last year?
What?
What the?
Who won challengers this year? Yeah, keep that guy. muted.
Saints, Mohawk, Spart,
What?
and
Are any of them in the league
Brother.
this year?
I think Spart just announced that he signed to LAG as
LAG.
a sub. But here's my biggest thing about this, man. Like, and it's such a double-edged sword for challenger players.
Well, they got.
But I
Dude,
feel
I'd
like-
feel so. I'd be like,
Bro,
so
I
mad
feel
if
like
I was them.
you're half fucking absolutely. They won challengers and didn't get any recognition. But
and it, like nothing.
okay,
about it.
I might have a completely different opinion than a lot of people on this subject. But if you are like the supposed #1 recruit challenger, right, and you don't have an opportunity to start in the CDL, and you get offered a sub spot, right, I feel like unless the organization you signed to are very willing to work with you if an opportunity arises and not kind of hold you to a buyout, because we know how tight money is for some of the teams.
Yeah.
Like, let's use Spart as an example. He signed to LAG as a sub. He's probably one of the best players in challengers. If a pro team is going to make a roster move at some point in the year and they want to pick up a challenger player for free, Spart would be the #1 go-to, right? But now he's on LAG. And if LAG doesn't make a roster move, then he's stuck as a sub the whole year. So he's got
They
to
don't give
pray.
him for free.
Yeah, he's got to pray.
Yeah, but that's not even a decision to be made, right? He's got to support himself though. So he's like, I got to
Right,
make money.
But that's my point though, Ant. Like, you're almost giving up your opportunity just to get a paycheck, which is like such a shitty thing for him. And like, I might have a different opinion on this, but like, if I'm, I don't know, Boston or whatever, Florida, and I want to make a move and I want to pick up a challenger player for free, I would want to pick up Spart, right? But now he's on LAG, and he's not going to see any playtime, most likely. Maybe he will. Does he not fuck himself over by doing that? Like, you're saying, yeah, he wants to
100%.
support himself, which we agree. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
he's
mean,
getting
but it's-
50K, whatever. But he's fucking himself over at the same time.
I think the only one who fucked himself over was Dante joining FaZe, because FaZe was obviously the best team in the game.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know, bro. That
there's
dude has the ring now.
He joined FaZe.
That dude
Yeah,
has
he
the ring
played-
Yeah, he
now,
was a
so.
sub. He was a
Wait,
substitute.
they
Yeah,
actually-
but the
they
ring.
actually
Who
get
cares
one
about the
of
ring?
these,
It didn't
right?
even
ring.
Like a real
compete
ring.
for it,
Hey,
though.
he
It
gets
doesn't
the
matter.
ring,
Like,
bro.
it doesn't even matter though. Like, in terms of
And he's on a
playing the
team.
Oh,
game,
he doesn't care about that ring.
That's-
There's no way he
yeah,
does.
But long
no, I know
term,
Dante, of course he doesn't.
they're way better off in getting an actual spot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
somebody,
if you're that guy in that position, then yeah, maybe
he's
wait it
he's
out,
the
right?
best player on the #1 team. He's won the most in
But
challengers.
we're
the
talking
last
about
few
a
years.
really unique scenario. There's only like
It's,
two
but
or
it's
three of those guys really.
It happened with that Sib guy. He was a great player and signed to FaZe just for a check. Like
Wait, who's
No,
Dante?
it's
Sib.
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 I feel like it's a
Seattle.
prevalent thing
Seattle.
because the
No, no,
CDL.
it's happened a lot, Pat.
Think
even,
about it.
Even in challengers, if you played for an org, right, that could have hurt you. And I
Yeah,
think that
well,
happened
Dan,
in MW.
you know this. Are you guys required to field a sub this year? I know you were in the past.
Yeah, you need
was
one.
a-
You need at least one,
Yeah.
right,
I
Dan?
think you need one. You
Yeah.
don't
So it's
need
a
two
requirement.
now. or
Yeah, so
something.
like I
Yeah,
feel like
you
that.
can hit the coach route again.
Yeah, so that could just absolutely fuck players over, right? Like, because CDL teams are going to grab the best available talent if they ever need them, right? Like, if that opportunity came up, they're going to want to get the best possible player. But the best possible player is the one who would be getting picked up in a roster move scenario on a bottom tier team making a change.
Hey, but Pat, do you think Standy's one of the best players in the league right now?
I haven't seen
I
him
mean,
play this
yeah,
year, but
I
I thought he
do.
was very
Yes,
good at
yes.
Vanguard.
I
yeah.
do.
Okay,
Why?
so we
Or not-
all,
sorry, Cold
so we
War.
all agree, right? Standy won Challenger champs in MW. He got no fucking offers. Not a single team reached out to him after he won
And I
Challenger.
think that was the best thing that
tried.
ever happened to him.
tried.
And it was the best thing that ever happened to him because in the Cold War season, he was still dominant and he wasn't signed to a team. So when Minnesota wanted him, they got him right away, put him in the starting
That-
lineup, and he
That's a
was-
good
I
point.
will
You
say the
you can't sign to a
transition. I will
team,
say
bro.
the transition for MW to Cold War has an asterisk because we did go back to 4v4, so players were losing their spot. I don't disagree with you that he shouldn't have got an offer, but that also got weird.
But do we not agree that it's literally unless you are desperately in need of the money, right? Which is totally dependent on your scenario and that's a factor unknown and completely separate to certain players. Is it not worse for players to sign to orgs as a substitute if you feel that you're a top?
Bet on yourself.
Yeah, like
I think so. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because then you're just locked to
also
that
you're
one
not even
team.
scrimming
because
and shit,
then
yeah.
all you're doing is helping the org you signed
Cool.
to and fucking yourself over.
Yeah.
The thing with Spar too that's interesting too is like so there's what there's I don't know how many majors but or stages but
No.
teams are moving fast too. So realistically, you would only be getting a paycheck for like 2-3 months, and then you're essentially like you kind of said, especially because he signed so late, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
say a
right.
team is making a change already in March after our second major, whenever it is. Like
But what
you
Stanley
just
put in
kind
the
of screwed
chat,
yourself.
what Stanley put in the chat is true though too. You know, like if you can get on a starting team that, or if you can get a sub spawn a team that you think you could start on too, you got to know the roster. You know, kind of feel out the roster.
Yeah, I mean that.
Where
would
do you
be- yeah,
think
but-
the
but-
weak link is? You know, like it can be
but
like
how many?
But does that guy think he's gonna play on FaZe?
No,
FaZe
I don't
is
know
the
why.
only one
No,
allowed
no,
to play on.
Dante's
That's the only
joining
one.
FaZe. I think Dante joining FaZe might have been like a power thing. I feel like that might have helped him.
He was also on their academy team back in MW, so he probably just didn't get offers and
But think about it. Why is the best team in the game? Who's the best team in the game gonna pick up as their sub? I mean, that's a power to in itself. You know, him joining FaZe, he gets a
I think-
paycheck. He's a substitute for the best team, and he almost had to come in. He almost had to play with the whole
Well,
You never
COVID
know what
stuff.
happened. Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
Like
The
you
thing
never
is,
know. You
too,
know.
How
is
many
I'm pretty
players
sure
replaced?
Pretty sure Crowder and they all said that they weren't gonna screw him if there was player interest. That they weren't gonna raise his
That's
buyout to
good,
something
yeah.
crazy. Like I'm pretty sure Crowder said like we
Yeah,
want him to
yeah.
get picked up by other franchises. Like we're not gonna
Yeah,
screw him 'cause
that's
he's
another
our-
thing
But
too. He had a
that's
good
not
deal
all
with
teams,
FaZe.
right?
Yeah, he had a good deal with FaZe for sure.
How many subs have taken over spots on their like the rosters that they signed to? Like I feel like a majority of the roster changes at least last year.
Talk about why coaches could be subs on pro teams. Why is that a thing?
That was
We-
a
we
money.
talk about
Oh,
saving
that?
that's
effort.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was a money saving effort.
That's
Doug,
unbelievable. to me.
I was ranting during the Cold War season about Nubsy. I was ranting about Nubsy, how
Yeah, 'cause
Nubsy was a
if that guy
coach.
comes in, you're getting
That's
absolutely
unbelievable.
cooked.
That is
It was-
unbelievable, though.
It was a money saving effort. It was simply we're already paying a guy. We might as well pay him and solve two roles because otherwise you're gonna have to pay a different guy $50K.
Yeah, the way they
Makes
look at
no
it, the way they look at it, Doug, is
it
if they
does
don't,
from a
if they,
business
yeah, if
standpoint.
they don't need to make changes, they could just save 50 grand, and if they need to make changes, they just they'll grab somebody.
Why is
from
there not a
challenges.
role against that? That's so whack.
I
Because
agree.
it's
I
helping
agree.
The org save money, and that's a
Yeah, but
benefit
that
to
should
the
not
org.
be a role though. Like that should be a role. Your sub has to be a player.
I agree, but it's benefiting the orgs, and if the orgs are the ones who
Hey,
are
at some
paying
point,
this, it's
Doug,
an
one of
operational
these
cost.
coaches will have to play as a sub, bro. And
Because there were a
Hopefully it
lot
makes
of
a role
You don't
change,
remember when
Raymond.
that happened when Ricky came in?
I remember.
CWO, Black
And
Ops 4, he
Ricky
came in
did
and
it did
absolutely
work.
fried.
Yeah, he
Well,
fried.
That don't count.
Well, Rick.
I
Well,
don't
it
compare that.
absolutely had bad.
Ricky's a
Modern
player. Ricky's a
Warfare-
player.
In Modern Warfare, Rick was one of our subs because you had to have 2 in the first year. Rick was one of ours. I think Theory was a sub on Paris as the coach. Nubsy was a sub on Seattle
Maniac
as
was
the
the
coach.
Florida one.
Yeah,
Maniac
wait,
as a
that
yeah,
was weird. I
They
don't-
signed yeah, he was a content creator for Florida,
so
and they
weird.
signed him as a sub.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
he
was
the-
weird.
Wait, Embos was a sub too at one point, and he had
Oh
played
yeah,
COD
it
in
was
years.
the sub for Huntsman.
I was like, what
yeah.
the fuck is going on?
That's what I was saying. They just balance the, since you're already on payroll as a content creator or a coach, you might as well pay him from a sub if you don't believe you're going to make a roster change.
Wait, Maniac being a sub is actually comedy, bro.
I mean, the sub should be
Forgot
what
about
the sub
that.
is, man. Like, the only reason I took that New York job in 2020, Tom, and I told you when I took it, was because I wanted to play the game. I thought full-heartedly taking the sub spot would be great because 1, you're in the league, 2, you're getting a paycheck, and 3, you still could compete in challengers, and if your team needs you, you'll be ready. But I found out the hard way that taking the sub spot was the worst fucking thing I could have done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I feel that
it's
for a
I
lot
literally
of
couldn't even
players.
play. I couldn't even play.
Well, you got to
every day.
think.
Yeah.
You got to think. That sub spot was created out of thin air. We've never had it before. It was literally created out of thin air. Like,
Oh no, we had subs in
we had
in
subs.
Ghost.
Yeah,
We had
they-
subs in
I
Ghost.
we
got
had-
picked
we
up
had
as a sub.
subs
And they could do whatever they
you
want,
gotta,
but like
you
if we
gotta
needed
think,
them, we
you
just
gotta
called
think,
them
though.
in.
They weren't on payroll. They
was
were,
a snipe down one of your
Yeah,
subs?
yeah.
but that was completely different. That
weren't
was
getting
if someone
paid,
got
no.
banned
No,
or
yeah, they weren't getting paid,
DDoSed
but-
or fucking couldn't show up to an online match or something
We have
like
a
that.
professional league that needs to be professional, but we have Joey Nubsy as a sub.
Whoa,
the fuck?
Nubsy
That's
is
why-
gross,
that's-
dude.
Trace.
No, no.
Why-
I mean,
why
I
is
mean,
that a
come on.
thing?
I mean,
Why
come on.
is that a thing in a
Let's
pro league?
let's be
It's a
honest here, because
$300
I was
pro
saying
league,
this
right?
last year
Like-
too. It's not even a stray at Joey Nubsy. Come on, the guy
Oh,
tweets
yeah.
about how shit he is. I mean, he's
knows.
bad.
Joey
He knows.
knows.
He knows he's not good. He laughs about it.
Yeah,
Like
Joe's
shit like
ass.
that shouldn't even like be a thing. It shouldn't. It's stupid.
It's bullshit, man. It drives me crazy. Get
That
kids
goes
that
back to
want
when
to
I
run
first
and
joined, I
play
said,
as their
like,
sub.
The orgs, they just don't like. They
Was
got
anyone
people
else-
who don't know what's going on, bro.
Was anyone else a sub that was like a content creator / coach other than the ones we mentioned? Who was Minnesota's year one? Was Brian Saint one?
No, Exceed and Tiny.
Oh
Yeah, they had
yeah,
some real
Exceeding
subs.
Tiny.
Oh yeah, okay.
You have a good memory,
I
Dan.
think most
Exceed-
teams had
Exceed
a
came in.
normal sub.
Sender. I think Sender for Chicago Huntsman as
It wa-
well.
it was Sender and
Exceed,
Bo.
Sender
He
and
came
Embos.
in for them too, I think.
We had Suda
I'm
and
saying-
Doug.
If you got a pro league and you
I
want people to
think.
take it seriously, if you have a freaking coach as your sub, that's just like the most disgusting thing I could think of, honestly. Like,
You see what
unless
Seth,
you're-
you
you
see what
gotta be
Seth said?
playing-
I don't know about the most disgusting thing.
Bro,
'cause,
Seth,
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't-
let
You
me
see what
be
Seth
their
said?
sub,
Then our
man.
subs coming
Dude,
in,
Seth
like,
said Troy would never fucking play champs if that was the case. That would never happen.
Dude,
Obviously.
I asked Seth one night over and over. I was like, "Yo, can I be your sub?" Dude, the guy was like, "What do you mean you want to be our sub?" But dude, I swear he thought I
Wait, you're
wanted
the
to be.
that would have been dope if you came in as a sub.
I think he thought I said I want to be a sub player, bro. I don't think he ever got it.
there shouldn't be a sub in the league. There shouldn't even be a sub spot then. It shouldn't be a thing if we're going to have this bullshit
Yeah,
standard.
it shouldn't.
Like,
It shouldn't be
either
there.
have
No, I
the
agree.
sub or
There
don't
shouldn't
have
be a
the sub,
thing. It
period.
shouldn't be a thing because people can get picked up in a moment's notice, bro. I hate this pending CDO approval shit. People can get picked up and play
A
in the
day.
next
You can
match.
get picked up in one day.
Yeah, like the sub spot needs to be abolished. It's just pointless.
Especially all these contracts
Yeah,
and
and
anything
now
that needs to be
big
written up
contracts,
is
bro.
already
The sub-
written up. Everything's already
The
written
sub
up.
spot should be strictly if you want to put a starter on the bench, then you would put him in a sub spot. But I don't think you should
Yeah,
have a
you're keeping
player
him
on
on
reserve.
payroll or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to, if Dan, if you want to keep Standy, but you want to pick up someone else in the meantime, you keep Standy on payroll as a sub in the bench. But going into the league and being a forced requirement to have a sub on your team needs to go. It needs to be
Well,
abolished.
the MW
completely.
one was even crazier because you had to have those
You had
two
to have
subs
two.
before the season, and it was
And you had
also
to have
before the
two.
season. Yeah.
What
at
do they
least
move
this
it to
time,
now?
I-
Do you have a
I-
deadline before
I
the
think
launch?
I think just probably before the preseason kickoff, I'd assume.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm also curious about too, because I'm a challenger player. Dude, I don't know what these guys are going to do in another year or two. They're going to be forced out.
Well, no.
They're
They're not going to be
see,
able to play anymore.
if there's expansion next year and you don't get picked up, the challenger scene is gonna die.
Well, what if there's not?
Nobody's gonna. A lot of people are not gonna. If there's not expansion, I'll be fucking mind blown.
I mean, would you?
There won't be.
Actually, no,
how
not
hard it
really,
is.
not
I
really,
I
not
don't
really.
think there will be.
But the
won't be.
only reason why I feel like there is just because of how many there were so many teams trying to get in this year. I know there were.
Yeah, to be honest, you're just
Then
all
why
gonna
was
be
it
playing
such
Warzone next
a
year. Good
struggle
luck.
for the 12th team to get figured
I don't
out?
know what
though?
I don't know. I don't. That's why.
Yeah.
That's where it all gets confusing to me. That's why somebody tells you one thing, another person tells you another thing. You never know what the fuck's going on.
I have to assume that Boston spot was sold at a pretty decent discount. I have to assume, like it had to have been a good deal for the craft group to decide to get in because they had the opportunity to get in year one. They were a pre-existing OWL team.
Over
so
WL team.
One sec.
But anyway,
Go Pats.
if the league doesn't expand, are there any challenger teams right now, organizations in challengers paying anybody anything?
Nope.
And all the challenger players are over 18, right? You have to be.
Really
So-
playing for pure pride.
Yeah, they're all adults, right? They're all actual adults who I assume have bills, unless they're fortunate to
Apparently
still live with their
UIU.
parents. So just UIU, is that the only org that's in
This
challengers?
guy said
paying
rise in complexity. What is he?
Dude, at least you know they're hungry in there, bro.
I
if
gotta
you
ask
can
Doug
find
what
a
the
good-
pioneers are paying.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
passion.
What are the
Like,
pioneers paying,
Like,
bro?
Pioneers-
for
Wait,
someone
Pioneers
still
are
in,
in,
bro.
yeah.
They're
They left.
there for a good
No, they
reason.
left,
Doug was under.
but what were they paying good money? The pioneers when
I
Doug
believe
went there
so.
and Slacked went there and all these
I
guys.
believe they were paying a decent amount. They were paying
Black was
like
strictly content
an
creation.
I mean, we
acceptable
didn't get paid. We didn't get paid
challenger
shit the first 4
salary.
years we were competing. Honestly, it was just prize money.
Well,
Yeah, but
Pioneers and
Ant-
some of
but
the league
Ant-
players were making,
But
man.
Ant, we weren't adults when we competed.
What'd you say,
You gotta
Doug?
think.
Living
I was
in
making more
Ireland.
in Pioneers than some of these league players. For
I mean,
sure.
we weren't like really making money until
Dang.
we were what, like
I know,
19?
but Ant, think about
Really?
it. Think about
Like,
me
it
and
was just
you.
champs.
But
the
Ant,
attorneys itself
look
were
at
making our names, brother. Those
Yeah,
you
but
guys
yeah,
are
it
you
was-
guys are
it was
missing
attorneys and
the
champs.
point though. Look at our age group. We were the young ones at the time. People like Assassin and Moho and Foreplay, the Nemesis and Sid Rock,
Rambo.
like yeah, those guys got phased out at their age groups because there wasn't guaranteed income. So if
Yeah,
you're
they were just getting 180. It
22,
was too late.
23, 21, 24, and you got bills to pay, and there's no money involved at all, and you're putting this 8-10 hours a day into this, you're just getting phased out because you cannot. There's an opportunity cost to competing in challengers, just like there was back then when
Oh, yeah.
you had to rely on winning champs to make your year worth it, or placing high in champs.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's going to
Yeah,
start
what allowed us
happening
to
with
keep
challenger
playing was
players.
open tournaments and big lands, and
And the fact that we were young. But like, I just feel like it's those challenger players as they get older, which I don't know the average age. I'm assuming it's probably 20, right? 20-ish.
I'd say
as they-
20.
Well, we
I'd say
were
21. Honestly,
Well, I mean,
21
Black Ops 2
maybe.
came out. You guys are 94 babies as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black
Yeah,
Ops
like
2,
we
I
we
was just
yeah
turned
we were
18, right?
18. We were 18. We were like starting college and stuff. We were all still in school and working and stuff during Black Ops 2.
Hell
We all,
no.
we
Yeah,
all
but I
quit. Well,
got-
you
I got
weren't.
5
That's why you won champs, fool.
Wait, but
That's
even
how
then,
it worked.
but
That's
even
when that
then,
whole thing happened.
even
Yeah.
then though, like if you were a top 8 team, you could probably make somewhere between $30,000 to $40,000 a year just off prize money for
Yeah,
how
so
many
prize
events
alone.
there
That's
were.
what I'm saying. Like the infrastructure of having big tournaments and the opportunities for these guys.
But
That
let's
is
look at
something
just
that's needed.
challengers though. Like if you're the 8th best team in challengers, you're not getting any salary. You'd be lucky to walk away with $5,000 a year after prize money.
I'd be really curious to see the most successful players in Challengers last year, how much money they made off of it.
I think it
I
was
don't
Well, I
even know.
Spartan's
think
team.
Nato won like 7 tournaments or something, right? So he probably made
Yeah,
a
I think he
decent
got
amount.
like 30 some, 30, 35
Yeah, I
prize
mean,
money.
That
So what
sounds
are
very
you-
high to me.
Well, he won the elite and the
he
champs.
won the champs.
that
ones,
was
That's
yeah,
like
and he won a few
$15,000
of them.
right there. Where's the other money coming from?
I thought
He-
just champs was 15.
No, that's
Well,
10.
HoldShift said that he could come in here and drop some knowledge on the challenger scene. So I'm gonna get him in here right now. We'll see what he
Well,
says.
he won a couple though.
I mean, I think
got
having the big
experience
open tournaments
on
definitely
this
helped.
time.
It was
Oh.
more lit.
Well, even if it wasn't 35,
Dude,
let's say
LAN
it was
tournaments are
25,
so fucking
bro.
lit.
If
We had so
Nato
many
is
people coming out and
I don't think it was
like,
25, Pat.
like
Bro,
Tommy,
I'd say
the
it was like
first
under
event
20.
that I heard of you literally you
Bro.
came out of open and you
Yeah,
were
and
flying
at
in
Philly,
S&D.
at Philly, yeah,
Even
and
if
we
it
and
was
we
25,
literally
bro, that's
traveled
not-
everywhere. We traveled everywhere.
that's not a livable wage. Like if you're 25 and you're putting in, how old is Nato? Ant 25, 26?
Well,
26,
yeah, he's
25?
Yeah,
20,
25 or
26.
26.
if you're in your mid
Who knows,
20s
honestly,
and
that
you're,
guy's
and
a
you're putting
mystery,
in
dog.
10 to 11 hours a day every day for a year, and you only come away with 25, 20 grand, like
Well, what are
No,
you saying though?
livable
That there needs to
wage.
be more tournaments and opportunity for them, or you're saying they need to be getting paid by an
Well,
org?
there's no
to-
organizational support in challengers.
Oh
There's
yeah,
zero.
I mean, a lot of people aren't watching that, right? And there needs to be better support
Like
to get
Like,
more
challengers,
eyeballs
we
on
need
it.
Like,
open
Doug, I don't,
events.
Doug, I don't know
But
if
we
you
need to
wanna
do that
speak
for
on
like
it.
the main
Byron
product
just
first,
tweeted.
too,
Patty
so.
said it was probably 20K, and Byron was his teammate for the majority of the year. Per league.
Okay, so yeah,
according to
20K.
esports earning knows they only have 11K for him earned.
No, he made more because he won an
Renato?
elite and he won.
This guy
he
won
won the
7
final.
tournaments, made 11 racks.
No, he made 20-ish. I
But
think
Cold
that
War
sounds
hasn't
right.
updated it.
Yeah,
But
Pro Loot would know.
that's 20 before taxes. Like,
Yo,
What?
Ant, or not Ant, sorry, Doug, can you let
That
us
was weird. What the fuck?
Wait, what happened?
I don't know.
Why did
Go
Ant
ahead,
do
Pat.
that?
I don't know.
no, because I just that's low. Like he won 7 tournaments and,
Oh,
and he made 20K. That's why I went. Yo,
I
like,
thought
was
something
screaming
like bad. I thought
damn.
something bad. Like the way you said that, I thought something seriously bad was said
No,
or something
I literally was
happened.
just like, I was just drifting off into space. I was thinking like, damn, I thought he made more than that. That's
Doug, you
I don't-
were
Danny
you were-
said he was making 500 for these challenger tournaments. Like, dude, if I win this
Yeah,
first
they're low.
next week, I get $500, bro.
Wait, hold on, bro. Do y'all not own webcams? What the fuck
I
is
do.
this?
I'm literally sipping on a high noon vibing, bro. Here,
Yeah,
I'll turn it
vibe
off.
on cam.
Wait.
There you go. Hold shift. Thank you, man. At least somebody's got a camera in here, man. What the
There you go, bro.
fuck?
Only one. There's nameless. There's
I do have this.
Oh, what's
Tom.
good, bro?
I do have this.
Jesus says bring up the
my whole
point.
my whole point though, bringing up the pay grade for challenger players is if there isn't a livable and sustainable ecosystem for challenger players, like they're going to go away. And if challengers doesn't exist, then the entire point of the CDL is kind of
Yep.
irrelevant. Because
100%.
if there's not a funnel to get people into that position once the big dogs go away, then COD is dead. It's gonna die. It's just period. Like there's
Someone just said, "Who the fuck is that?" Yo, could we introduce HOLDSHIFT? Could we give him a proper
guys.
introduction?
Hold ship is the absolute
That's the
goat.
goat.
I mean,
He's a
he's
goat,
he's been
man.
doing it. When I think challenges, I think hold shift, just because I feel like you're the guy trying to hold it down over there and trying to get everything going. I know you tweeted me. You were talking about stats and shit. Hold shift. What is this about?
Oh,
What
I
stats
mean,
do you got
it
for us,
could be-
boss?
it could be whatever. Like you guys have all focused on the North American like last 2 years, which is valid. Like the run that Spart, Saints, Pro that all went on, and then Mohawk at the end of the year was unbelievable. But like, can we talk about the fact that like Steve Vortex is like one of the most successful challenger players
Yeah,
in
he's
the
dominated.
last 3 years, and he's just not getting a spot anywhere.
Well, it's
Like,
not a lot of
getting the
spots,
highest
right?
average. It's crazy.
Wait, who's this? Steve Vortex?
Vortex.
Yeah, Vortex. You don't remember Vortex, bro, on the Fab
he
E
was on a-
team?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
IW and
5MS
PO3.
slammed
Bro, I
me,
lost
bro,
to
in
those fools
Paris.
in a fucking hotel ballroom at Champs. Literally, I was mind blown. They brought us to a hotel ballroom. We lost.
Which event was
Fuck
this?
is-
What
I was
event?
like, who the
Neil?
fuck? Black Ops 3.
Black
Black
Ops
Ops 3
3
Champs. The
When
fucking,
they got hit off.
I was there.
bro, we
I
were super
remember
delayed,
that.
and then they walk up to me and they're like, "Yo, we got to move you guys to the hotel." I was like, "Huh?" So I'm literally sitting across. These guys are like 18 years old, wearing like flip flops and fucking pajamas. These guys are cooking my shit. I said, "Who the
So-
fuck is Fab E?" But yeah, he's dominating.
you bring up a good
Yeah,
point though.
I
and,
don't know who those guys are, bro.
And I
Hey,
feel
real
like
quick, I'm out.
Later,
Oh,
Damon. Later,
I
Damon.
hope you
Thanks for
guys
coming
make
on.
it different.
Thanks
Thanks for
Damon.
coming on, boys.
Peace
Take care,
out.
Happy
boys.
New Year, Damon.
Later.
Happy New Year,
so you
boys.
bring up a good point, and I feel like the where the discredit comes into play is that they are locked in an EU only region,
That's
and
fair.
so like I think I mean yeah I think Vortex is a really good player. He's obviously been around a decent while, but like the fact that he's not getting able to showcase that talent competing against NA teams on LAN is really hurting his aspect because I mean as everyone knows like we have always looked at NA as the dominant region, and not to discredit EU players and their talent, but the fact is that he's only getting to play against EU players in their community and being locked in that region. So yes, he's dominating, and he should absolutely get credit for that. But I feel like the reason he doesn't get the credit he should just get is because he's not being able to showcase it against every region.
No, I disagree. Look at
Honestly-
Tom Gravity in North America. He's been
Well,
so successful too, and he hasn't had an
it's-
I
opportunity.
mean, all his teammates got opportunities though. It's
He
just-
didn't,
fair.
though.
But he's the
thing is,
main
it's
AR,
not-
and that's a limited
it's not
role.
Just,
So go ahead.
That's Gravity's in a really tough spot because he runs a main AR. But like Vortex's situation is, you got to remember, like Modern Warfare, he did play for Team War in before COVID had hit, and nothing but top 4 finishes. But then on the other side, what about Pred? Like, honest question, because Pred hasn't been able to show himself outside of a single event, but is now getting a chance to play in the CDL from playing in APAC,
Age.
which, you know,
But
if you want
I
to talk
think
about
Vortex
you
is
think
just
it's
getting
because he's
the-
young?
Yeah,
No,
Vortex is probably just getting the Saints treatment.
I
He's
disagree.
seen what you can kind of do, type of thing.
Well,
that
how
you've
was
been
Pred
around a little
found?
bit longer.
What happened with Pred?
I think so a lot of people Phoenix, when he got introduced to the Seattle spot, I think he had a lot of influence on picking, the roster for that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
got the
he
discretion of the
he
people who run
probably
the
wanted
team.
exactly, yeah. If Vortex had a guy who was in his corner, say Dins or Zed were like, oh, we're really big on Vortex,
Yeah.
I think he'd absolutely get an opportunity. And I think that's
Yeah.
how someone like Pred got an opportunity. He just had a guy in his corner and who got into a position of power, or Novus or Phoenix. I forgot who the names are that Seattle team.
Like
now.
anything in life,
Oh,
by the
Novus
way.
is the
Yeah,
GM.
this is what
Phoenix is
Zinni's
the
always
coach.
talking about.
Yeah,
Zinni's always
but
talking
that's
about
my
this
point
shit.
though, and is like nowadays in Call of Duty, your skill is not the only factor that matters, right? You gotta know
Yeah,
people, and
absolutely.
you gotta be friends with
Like
people.
life, yeah. I mean, when there's limited spots in something, it's gonna become more difficult.
And
The
that's
guy
and
that
that's
everybody thinks.
that's where
Ooh.
me and Doug had a conversation earlier. Is when this whole rivalry being actual enemies and having like grudges with people actually play a factor now. Like you need people to be on your side and in your corner and to advocate for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is where people are going to start spamming Friendship League. I mean, they're already doing it in the chat. But a Friendship League is like something completely different, though. If somebody's getting shit on, like they got to go, friends or not. You know what I'm saying?
And we've seen that happen.
And we've
too,
seen it
right?
happen
Absolutely.
multiple
Yeah, I got
times.
smoked last year. Fuck.
Yeah, but friends are constantly bro, it is hard to go through roster changes and drop people. And when you get close to your teammates, man, you play with them every day, you know?
It was different back in the day when everybody was going to tournaments and a team would come out of open or something and just shit on everybody and then just be better than the other team and then like qualify for the league, right? And then it's like, oh shit, an org has to pick them up. You know what I mean? So it was different back then than it is now when you have CDL and you have people in position who just pick up who they think is good, which isn't necessarily bad. It's just limited spots, right? So it just takes some opportunities away, which is why Tommy is always talking about expansion, which if we get expansion, it would solve a lot of things that you're saying. But people would always say that. I mean, even at 20 teams, you'd be like, that guy's nasty, he's dominating challengers.
Yeah.
We need to bring him in.
Expansion
It just
is like a
feels
big
more-
thing.
It feels bigger and like there's a heavier weight on our shoulders because we went from having like 16 teams in some games to 12 now, right? And then also more people wanting to compete. So it just feels like it feels heavier now. So when there's expansion, I hope to God that there will be next year.
Let's
This
assume
will
there's not.
This won't
though.
feel as insane.
Let's assume there's not, because I feel like we've been hoping for it every single year. So like I feel like at this point you have to assume that there isn't going to be until there is. You know what I mean? Like because I feel like the change needs to happen assuming expansion doesn't come.
Okay. Changes in what? Like having
Like,
big open
The
tournaments?
CDL format. Yeah, I think like
Oh,
we
yeah, I
can't
mean, I
we
think
can't
that's
we
a-
can't
a
hope
heavy-
for the expansion to solve the format.
Yeah, I
Nah.
mean, I think that I would imagine that they're thinking about that type of format. in some
Damon said, I just
capacity,
had a
right?
text from a credible source. It's not expanding.
Happy New Year's, guys.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah,
no,
but then he put the cap face. But then he put the kappa face.
Listen, I
Well-
can show you guys, dude. Listen, Damon in the chat, like Damon is not doing any like super hardcore research right now. This guy's
Nah,
really
he just had a
vibing,
text, bro.
lean back, chilling, bro. There's
Oh,
no way this guy's
100%.
texting about CDL expansion.
Even Holsh's got a beer in hand, bro, vibing. Listen,
Oh my
Dude, we're
god,
chilling.
Doug is rich. You see, he just held up in the camera. Unreal.
what?
I don't know if I could like do that on stream, so I'm like,
What?
not.
What?
Do what?
Drink?
Take- pour a drink of
You're a
1942.
grown ass man.
Yeah,
You
hell
could
yeah,
definitely
you could
pour
pour
a
that
drink of
shit.
1942.
Yeah, I just don't want to like get Tommy in trouble or something. you
Dude,
know?
I just ripped the papaya like 5 minutes ago.
Listen.
You
All right, let me make a
good.
toast right now.
It's legal,
Look,
man.
Here's a
Look,
toast.
let me make a
to
toast,
good
man. We
times.
all love Call of Duty in this call, in this chat. Look, I plan on frying every motherfucker in Challengers this year. I'm going to be working my ass off every day. I hope everyone in Challengers has that same mentality because I'm coming for your ass. And everyone who loves COD, I hope that we could do something to make it more exciting, man. Happy New
Cheers,
Year.
Doug.
Dude,
Happy
the
New
only
Year.
thing-
Happy New Year.
You know what's wild, bro? If Doug can still compete, I'd be gunning, dude. It's unreal.
Danish, you were fucking hard to beat, bro. You were easier. You were harder than Porter. Porter was easy. You were hard.
Oh, I appreciate
Damn,
that.
that's
You had
good
my
gas.
number. You had my number, Ed. You had
That's
my
good,
some
number.
hefty
guys.
gas.
Yeah, I'm not
What
gonna
do
talk
you
about that. And I'll be talking about Face Boogeyman the whole fucking night. This
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
night.
Yo, what do you
Oh, yeah,
think
let's
about
go
a
down there.
relegation system in the CDL format?
It just
win
never
for the
would
money,
happen
right?
because the
That's
franchises
the whole
are
point of
protected.
it, right?
But
that's the
why?
whole point of
But-
a franchise league.
But it doesn't hurt the franchises. It hurts the players because the franchises would still be in charge. They would just
So-
The relegation would be completely player based, meaning like
Oh, I see.
let's say the bottom
Or
2
people can
teams.
just take your spot.
Exactly. Let's say the bottom 2 teams from the CDL had to play against like a 4-team bracket with the top 2 challenger teams. And if the top 2 challenger teams somehow came out on top, then there would have to be a roster swap, right? Like the players
Man.
wouldn't get the orgs wouldn't get
When would you
affected.
do this?
Orgs
It's-
keep their spot.
The
do you mean?
contract though for the players would be
Why?
you would have
There's
to do it
every
stage by stage.
We
It'd be
also
stage
then
by
have
stage contract.
we'd
But
also have like
that
no
happens-
storylines. Then people getting better.
That happens
like,
all the time though.
following play. Like I don't know. I mean that kind of defeats the purpose of like a franchise league, don't it?
No, because
So-
the orgs could still step in and say, "Hey, we're dropping our whole." I mean, shit, some orgs have done it. They could still step
Yeah.
in and say, "Hey, we're dropping our whole roster and we're picking up a brand new fucking squad." Like, bro, there's been plenty of teams that have completely like surfaced their roster.
Yeah, I mean I think that should be at the discretion of the people that own that spot, though.
Yeah.
Like,
But
like,
but the
I don't
problem
think
is,
that's a solution, Pat.
I'm just saying
I
hypothetical.
get
But
that you're like hypothesizing what we can do, but I don't think that that's the solution.
well, what is an example that would work?
Well,
though?
I mean, it's 31 thing. It's just like having like franchise big tournaments and just having open tournaments where the AM teams can come through
Well,
challengers, get
well,
spot and play against the pros.
But see,
to
here's the
showcase their
thing: a
talent.
lot of players are protected on their teams. Do you not agree?
Protected
I
how?
mean,
Like, what do you
it's
mean
the
by that?
I mean, like
Yeah.
if I think
I don't think
that,
anyone's
like,
safe.
I mean,
Yeah,
if-
that's what I
well,
think,
yeah,
Doug.
that's
I feel
true.
like nobody's safe. That's my
You
opinion.
got to perform all the time, 24/7.
I disagree.
But
I
even-
think there's
but
been a
even,
lot
like,
of
in the
teams that have been in
hypothetical
the
case
bottom
that's-
2 that just didn't make changes when.
Say names then. Who's getting smoked that's still in the league that has a job?
I'm
'Cause I
not
think
saying
you always have to
individually. I'm
protect
saying
your job as a
teams.
player.
Teams have been bad, not a specific player. Teams have been
Doug is
bad.
coming for next.
I mean, I just like to be honest, man.
I
Like,
just
if
think
you're getting
challenger
fried,
champs
you're
should
not
hold
in.
more weight. Like the fact that I think back to
You're-
back years
but our whole
maybe
thing
like
is about complacency, though, and we're talking about teams that have been bad and complacent, and there isn't a way to replace them.
What did Paris do? They wiped the whole roster. They brought in a new one.
Yeah,
And
but
they
it's
kept the
been-
whole
and
roster a whole
it's been
year, and it was
job
it was a whole
terrible the whole
year.
year.
Yeah, even like Slasher chat, nobody's safe. Trust.
I mean,
No,
Slasher
nobody
got
is.
benched
Well,
last
but
year.
he
was
got
going through
benched.
it.
He got benched. He didn't lose his spot. He got benched for a couple months and was right back on the team.
Man, it's
Yeah,
the
because
same
you're
thing
not
now.
gonna lose
And
an
he
asset. Like,
tried.
you're not going to lose an
And he
asset like
tried.
Slasher though. Like that's
Now
not.
he's a starter.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Nate Shot let Slasher go for free, did he not? Slasher, I
Did
don't know.
he?
Can
I
you,
don't
can you
know.
comment?
I
Did you
wouldn't
walk
bet
for
it.
free?
I
Nate
I
is
wouldn't say you bet. I mean, he was just on a 1+1.
Nate shot let him go for
Was not
free.
happy.
No, there's
Hold on,
no,
was
there's
not
no.
happy. Hold
There's
on,
no way.
Slasher, did you
Yeah,
walk
I
for
mean,
free with
come
your
on,
1+1?
bro.
Were you
I'm not
held to
letting
a
Slasher
buyout?
go for free. Putting that guy in
No,
shackles.
I'm
1+1.
pretty-
He walked.
Yeah,
It was
he
a
walked.
1+1. He got re-signed and he walked.
I'm pretty sure he walked for free. So and
That's
it would have been the
wild,
same
bro.
thing. If
Oh, his
it would've been the-
contract was up. Yeah, his contract
At
was over.
1+1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, yeah.
That's
So he
on a
walked for free.
yeah, that's on 100. That's on 100 Thieves or LA Thieves. They got to re-sign him after the first year if they want to.
Yeah.
If they want to sell him, you know.
No, they have right to first refusal. I know how those contracts work.
No, not after the second
they
year,
don't?
Pat. Not at the second year. They
Well,
don't.
after the MW year, if any player was kept and didn't re-sign, they were just going to be free at the end of the
Right.
year. That's it.
After,
Yeah, because
after
every
in
sign-up contract
in a
before the
in a
Black Ops
1
4
plus
season,
1
right?
Pat. In a
That's
one.
how Sam was. That's how Sam walked too.
Yeah, no, listen, Pat. In
Yeah.
a 1+1 after the first year, that team needs to look at you and be like, "Do we see a future with this player? If we do, we should re-sign him to another 1+1. Because if we don't, the contract's gonna end after the second year,
Okay,
and that
okay,
player
so-
can do
so our-
whatever he wants. He could go
our point
anywhere he
was-
wants."
We don't want an asset like Slasher to walk, but we're gonna let him walk anyway if we don't see value.
They should have honestly. They didn't see. I feel like they should have gave him another 1+1 after the first year if they planned on selling him. But they probably didn't plan on selling him. So then at the end of the second year, his contract was up and he was able to walk. You know.
Yeah.
Right, but even if they planned to re-sign him, he would have had the opportunity to walk if he got more money. So either way,
No,
they gave up
if
the asset.
they
the moment
re-signed
didn't-
him, if they re-signed him to
Yeah.
another 1+1, then
That's what I'm saying. The moment they decided not to re-sign him to another contract,
Yeah.
they gave up the asset.
Yo, invite
Oh,
Austin
right.
in
Yeah,
here. He said he
yeah.
wants to join.
yeah. Does he not have my Discord?
I don't know. I didn't have it. I thought you were using TeamSpeak still.
You can
Yeah,
do it in the
I'll-
chat. Put it
No,
in the chat.
yeah, I'll send
I
it to you.
joined.
Yeah, it's in the chat. You could just hit it in the chat, Austin, and
Yeah.
I'll drag you in. But yeah, dude,
I mean, didn't RCs go for free as well?
Well, that was a different story. See,
That was Hector
That was
be-
his
just being
first
Hector.
That
year,
was a faded decision,
and
though.
Hector could have actually just kept them because that was his
Yeah,
after
but,
his 1
but
year.
he went and made a.
I've
But
already-
that's different.
I've
That's
already talked
different
about
from
that.
Austin's
I was
situation.
faded, bro. This guy let him make the super team. God damn.
Well, he didn't
I
didn't
mean-
sell him either, right? Didn't Hector, or did he
Yeah,
sell
that's
him?
what
I'm
I'm
saying. That's
go.
why that's different, Tom, because he had the option to sell him. He had the option to just keep him, and then I'm pretty sure. That's how it works,
What's
'cause it was after
going
the
on,
first year.
Austin? What's going on?
And I don't remember any of those opportunities
Bet,
happening.
call me
back
back.
in the day.
What'd you say, Pat?
I don't remember any of those things happening back in the day.
What?
Like the super teams being able to form like that.
I know it was more difficult back then.
You think so?
Yeah, because like
Why is
bro,
it more? I
me-
feel like it's more difficult now to make super teams.
Nah, like bro, look at
Yeah,
at
it
my
is because
complexity
because
team.
there's people
I mean,
people
the
you could
only,
give
like,
you could give superstar players a bag now, you know, and they'll be like, yo, and go fucking chase a bag instead of going to a team where they can
I
just
feel like
stack.
no one has done that. Though. I
Yo,
feel like everyone's
hear me? Like,
prioritized.
Boston
Yep, we hear
hasn't
you now,
done
Austin.
that.
We hear you now.
Maybe
Uh,
it's a
what's going
culture
on,
thing.
guys?
I don't know that because
What's
that
up,
really
bro?
didn't happen besides the OpTic team.
I was gonna say Boston has the opportunity with Kroenke as with Kraft as their backing, and they're picking up Nero and Caps, who probably are coming in at league minimum.
But how can they make a super team when they're the dead last team in the league and they can't poach any players?
Well,
because
they
they're
can't.
all under contract.
Yeah.
Wait, so what was confusing? Did we figure out what was good in my situation or?
No, I was just asking if you walked for free. That was
What's
all.
up,
Nah, I mean
Lost?
I
What's
didn't.
good, Austin?
I was free. My contract
Yeah, his
was up. What's
contract
good?
was
That's,
just over.
that's what I meant. Walk
They
for
didn't-
free. You were free.
They
Like
didn't ask me to resign after year one.
yeah. So
Thank,
so
in
you
hindsight,
were,
thank God, because I would have lost a lot of money. I had a
right,
buyout.
but I'm saying yeah, I know. So that's my point. Is the moment they didn't re-sign you, they gave up the asset, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah. So that was the
As
whole
that
thing with the
year end.
relegation process. Is the point they brought up with when I was talking about a hypothetical relegation system is the orgs would be afraid to give up the assets, but a lot of teams so far have already gave up the assets. Like
Well,
a
it's because
lot
people
of
are making
teams.
so much cash now, so it's like it's a heavy weight to like
That's
keep
why-
a guy.
That's
But,
what I'm
like,
saying.
back in
So
the
when
day,
the
people were making
relegation
as much money,
benefit,
which is why you think about Lamar, he was like locked up like super hard in Black Ops 3.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that on Cloud 9?
Yeah.
yeah.
Got
That fucked
completely
them
screwed
over.
because
He
he
got
wasn't making
yeah.
enough to where they were like, oh, we can't hold this L, right? They were like,
But
oh, we can
Ant,
hold this guy.
my point is though, wouldn't that be a benefit for the team if they were paying a guy a ton of money, but the team was underperforming really bad?
But
It would
but
be a
that would
benefit
also
for the
be
team.
like, but that would also be like kind of like a way to absolutely, I don't know, because it's not always like a certain player's fault on a team, right? So it's like, does that guy then lose, like just get dropped and his contract is void and they don't have to pay him, right? Like, so there's certain people who can get screwed by the popularity contest when it comes to that too. So I don't know if that would all necessarily be good. Because say like Doug is frying on a team, right? And his team gets relegated, but it's not Doug's fault at all. And then they decide to drop Doug because he's been outspoken about it or something. Like, and then his contract's void. Like, that could be really bad for some players.
I mean, everyone has a severance clause in their
I-
contract, right?
I also wanted to bring something up though. You guys were talking about expansion and stuff like that, and this is what worries me about expansion. If you're not coming in on an even year, it's a bad time to come in because of the way the contracts are structured. Like
Yeah,
right
so
now,
anyone
on
coming
that
in
also?
next year is forced to pay a buyout, right?
so for instance, players like Crim, me, we just re-signed like new 1+1s. You know what I mean? So you're gonna
Yeah.
be coming in and you can't get any of these like top caliber players right away. You'd have to go and buy them
They're all
out.
going to be locked
from
up.
orgs, but you can and you might not even necessarily be able to buy them out. That team has to want to sell them also.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna have to come in and
do you know
build a
do you know
whole new
who's
team.
not on
that
a
makes
new
sense.
1+1? How many
I
players?
mean, I
like,
could
what the
probably
percentage
figure
is?
it out, but like, there's a lot of players who just re-signed new contracts. Like even Octane went to 100
Just because
Thieves,
of
he
so many
re-signed, like,
roster switches. Yeah. Only
Yeah,
people that might have
obviously
not
all
is
the
like
OpTic
Ultra,
guys,
depending
like-
on them, or FaZe, depending on whether they got another 1+1. I
yeah,
just think
all
they
those
did.
people probably
Well,
all
I
did
feel like
that.
that's just such a hard selling point for any expansion. Like, is the when they come in, they're just fucked, right? Like, I feel like that was why it was hard to get a 12th team because whoever
They're
came
even
in
more
had.
fucked on an odd year.
Oh no, I agree, but even coming in late, you're fucked too. Like because you're strictly only able to pick
That's a
up
good
challenges.
point. I
late.
hadn't
Well,
thought
let's see
about
what
that.
And I
Boston
do,
could do,
and I
right?
do agree. Like next year, well, Boston got lucky because they came in as the 12th team. Or like, they're not coming in as the 15th team or the 16th team. You know what I mean?
I
It's
understand.
a little bit different.
Point.
But
yeah.
like, that's why I think next year is so important because we do need expansion. We do need 16 teams, in my opinion. But like, would you want to come in next year?
Oh,
So
well,
I
they're
don't
gonna
know.
they're gonna come in. They're gonna come in.
Yeah,
there's
better-
there's nothing they
better
can do. They
earlier.
have to.
Yeah, they're not
It's
they're
gonna
not
be
gonna.
later.
Yeah, they have no choice. Go ahead,
Why?
Jose.
Why
question
wouldn't
would
they
be-
wait till 2023?
Nah, if you
Why
get
would
your
they-
shot, you get
Well-
your shot. You're taking it.
You're gonna
No,
get
no,
it
no,
anyway.
I don't know how they're
I'm
thinking
saying,
about
up
it.
on
I'm
us
saying
and
if
then
you're
go for those
if you're
guys the next year,
guaranteed,
though.
yeah, if you're guaranteed a spot in 2023, why would you take it in 2022?
Well, yeah, if you're
Lamar
Garrett,
made a
it's
good point.
different.
Building a brand out of
$25
nowhere
million
is tough.
decision with that short sighted of a
No,
vision.
they're
He's
not. But like, if it's a 1 year difference, like, why would you not wait? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just like it doesn't
you have
matter
to
when you
think-
get in if you're gonna get in.
Go ahead, whole shift. Whole shift. Go ahead.
I agree,
It-
guys.
it
Be
kinda
patient.
does.
You
You
gotta
Yo,
gotta
hold
look
on, hold on, hold on. The whole shift guy. Hold
So
on.
like the 1+1
planning
is
for
a
10
really
years,
is a
so.
really good point, but like the Vancouver Titans did that in Overwatch League where they came in year 3 and just bought the best contenders team. They bought the best contenders team from Korea and they finished second that year. So like, is there an opportunity where you just come through and you just buy out the best challengers team and then you're instantly at least competitive?
Yeah.
100%. I'm just thinking specifically from my point of view as a player. Like, if I was
Sure,
running a
yeah.
team, I would want to come in on an even year where I could just buy up a Crimsix right away and build a team around him or
I
something
wouldn't
like
buy
that.
up
You know what
that
I mean?
guy, but yeah.
Well, I'm just using him as an example.
Nah, I see what you're
Like,
saying, Austin. I see
You
what
don't
you're
have
saying.
that opportunity if you're coming in an odd year.
Yeah.
For the
No,
most
but I don't
part.
think everybody
That's
looks at
fair.
it that
But
way, right?
no,
Like, a
that's
lot
only
of
from my
people-
point of view. But
Yeah,
that
because
is
a lot of
something
people are
to
looking at it
also,
like this is they come in. I mean, clearly they have a vision for the future. It's like this is a 10-year
Yeah,
thing.
they're
Let me get
thinking
in
10
here
year, yeah,
and
yeah,
start building
100%.
my brand. Like I don't need to come in and get Slasher, who's on the tail end of his career. No, I'm playing.
100%.
But like,
Why
they're
do you
coming-
throw in that at the end, bro?
They're just
Yeah,
gonna come
people
in.
just stay disrespecting me. It's all good.
No, you heard
I'm a-
Austin though.
I'm
He
a
was like,
Kev.
you can't get any of these superstar players on their 1+1. I was like, nice one, bro.
I mean, I kind of like. I'm thinking in like in the future, if I was to advise a team coming in, Austin, I would have that perspective, and I would send that message up the pipeline, right? Like, hey, year 1 is gonna be hard. We're not gonna be able to build the team we want to build, but we're gonna do the best we can and put together the best roster we can for this year, and then look to how next year would change.
Yeah.
And I
Mm-mm.
feel like they would have to come in with that mindset, or whoever's
But-
at least advising or managing or assisting in that process would have to
I mean, I think
have an obligation to share that message.
Yeah, I mean, they would be coming in though. Like Lamar's point is valid. Like they're coming in with a 10-year plan. But
Mhm.
again, from my point
Exactly.
of view, on the road
Yeah.
we're headed, is this a 10-year operation? I don't
Well,
know.
if they're
thing is,
coming in
I
at
mean-
25 million league, then
Is
yeah,
it-
that's
They
for
sure
sure.
hope so, but
here's
I don't
here's
know.
my point though.
That's how
Year
investment works.
1 when they came in, it was a 10-year plan. This would now be on what, year 4 when they're coming in? Would it
Yeah.
still be
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
no longer a 10-year plan? Like it'd be like a 6-year plan?
Yeah,
Because it was a
probably
10-year
be
plan
safe.
proposed on it was a 10-year plan on year 1. So there's been a lot of time elapsed that has not gone well. So it's like
the thing is
that-
too, though.
that's
I think,
short
like,
for me.
When you guys had Zed and Dens, they kind of pointed out it too, though. Like when you are a new franchise, though, like even if you come in like an auditor, like you're saying, like it's still good to just come in because even if
Build
you
your
just
brand.
pick up lower tiers, you can also just have those players just spread good like things about you. Pick
you got
up
the
some like
ability to go
challenger
high
and
risk.
stuff.
You build
Yeah.
rapport,
Or just need to
you
be like,
build your
no, wait, hold on,
brand.
these guys
Yeah.
are god. Like y'all should play
Yeah.
for this team. So then that also helps like your year 2 when you are gonna go shop for those superstars.
Also, I'm sure cities are probably gonna get like you want to come in and get the city you want, right? Like there's already 12 cities off the board, so it's like
So another big issue, I just got a DM from Prelude and Exceed. So Exceed won the first cup of this preseason, and he got second in the second one. And he said to me, Doug, I made $600 combined for Cup 1 and Cup 2, and we placed first and second. That's not sustainable for people that pay bills. I think that's a really good talking point because if players like Exceed retire, if players like his teammates retire, if players like Prelude and Spart, I guess he has a sub spot, but Mohawk and Yeez, he has a sub spot. But if these guys aren't here, man, like there's not who's the next up talent, man. Like what are we gonna do?
Pentagram, God X, the list goes on. There's so many.
Was that
solid
price
players.
pool just
there's a lot of
because
challengers
of those
players.
late changes though, or is that gonna stay?
No, that's gonna stay. If you win if you win this first cup that comes on January 8th, and that's a
Still
very
only
fair
that?
tournament, $500 each for first.
Okay,
man.
yeah, that's bad. I thought that it was that small of a price pool because of all like the late changes, and that's why it was like for no pro points. So
It
they
was-
decided to
and-
throw 500.
Yeah, and this is what we dealt with last year too. Is 500 each for first.
Yeah, the
there needs to be
prizing-
better
Wait,
infrastructure, more opportunity for
can I get-
challengers. But to your point of
Yeah.
like if they retired, I mean, there'll be more
Can
more
I get
players if they
clarification? Is
retired.
that tournament on the 8th for actual points?
That's
Yes,
it's
that's the first
supposed to
real
be for
tournament.
points, and we don't have a third
Oh,
game mode yet. By
Nice.
the way,
There you go.
Wait, has there been a single gameplay update at all? Weapon balancing, game mode
Nah,
balancing.
I
Has there
don't think
been
so.
one?
They tried to
Nah.
remove doors and it didn't work.
Is this the first time
Oh, yeah.
in Call of Duty's history that there hasn't been one gameplay balancing
I
update?
already doubled.
Nick's
Uh,
fucking hilarious.
Like in the same
There's
year
usually
that it
at
launched?
least a weapon update. I feel like.
At the
I feel like
minimum,
yeah.
there's weapon
before
updates.
Christmas,
Yeah.
there was always like a change. I feel like.
Yeah,
Well,
they
well,
usually
it-
do
it's always-
something, but
it's
now
always- It's always the main first title update, like the
You know,
big
there's-
update patch.
Yeah, like
is
when the
always
season came in, that's when.
Yeah.
it
I
would've
heard
happened.
there's an
Actually, Pat,
update.
one more year.
There's an update coming in though.
Oh.
I mean, I'd
Yeah,
hope
time to
so.
spill the
So
beans,
what-
brother.
Oh, well,
Do you have
wait,
any-
wait, you guys didn't know that? No,
syllabus update?
no, there was a meeting with the pro players. I know exactly what happened. I'll let you guys know everything.
Well, now that you
No,
said
I
it,
did hear
know.
that.
Yeah,
but
no, there's
this is
a
new
spawn
thing.
there's a spawn update coming in right before, literally before the event, like 2 weeks before the
MW
event.
had a spawn update. and
I've
those
heard this
spot
before.
spawns.
No,
What
no,
about a
there-
game
there's
mode?
there-
Pat,
there's
do you remember?
Listen, bro. All I remember
about
is
to leave
just
this call,
walking
dude.
in, seeing 27 hard points on every single
Wait,
map.
that was
Damn.
talked about already. That was talked, bro. That was
and
legit
being
on
told
Reddit.
That was like, that was just
Oh, I
what it
didn't know
was.
that.
I just heard this spawn update this song before.
Wait,
I just
wait,
wanna
wait,
actually
wait.
see
We're also
something
not
happen.
gonna address this because this pissed me the fuck off. We're gonna address this. We were told that there was gonna be bomb site changes, flag changes, objective changes, spawn changes,
MW?
map. Yeah, an MW.
Oh,
Map
yeah.
changes, time changes, mode changes. The whole fucking nine. We were
That's
like,
why you
oh,
didn't
it's
scrim, huh, Pat?
yeah,
So
it was
I
going to be
did.
the big. Well, we were moving to LA, but it was also going to be the biggest update ever to the game. Everything would change, like maps and modes would be adjusted, and literally not a single thing happened.
Yeah,
and we were
did you
told
ever
that
get a reason why that didn't happen though? Because I remember you
no,
guys
and we
expressing
were
a lot of
told that
frustration.
to our fucking face,
Ace.
and it never happened.
That's tough.
So I have absolutely no respect for any Call of Duty competitive related
Actually,
updates because I just don't believe in anything. The amount of times I've been lied.
Well, you don't
directly to
you
my
don't even know
face.
what the update's gonna do. Sometimes updates come in and you play the game and you're like, damn, they just made it worse. Like they didn't do anything, you know?
New bugs rise up.
Yeah, new bugs or something's fucked up or new, you know, you change the game, something's gonna happen. Sometimes it's not
I
always
don't-
for the better.
But the
so.
thing is, like, I don't even care if they just say, "No, we're not changing it." But to like absolutely lie about it is mind blowing.
yeah, I actually
don't
feel
know.
bad for the challengers in that 8th tournament, dude.
For
That's
challengers,
rough.
I feel bad for everybody.
The craziest thing about it is we still don't know when the first elite stage qualifier is going to be. So
I gotta
it
take a
might
shit,
just
bro.
be
I'll
the
be
third
back.
and the fourth cup is all the points that you earned before you start to qualify.
Yeah.
That's what's really, really, I think, frustrating for. I don't know if the players, Doug, if you guys have talked about that at all, but like we're about to go into a 3 S&D 2 hard point tournament for
So-
pro points, and there only might be 2 of those before we get to elite.
That's what I was
qualifying
gonna
for
ask.
one.
Is-
The
it
Mickey
not
Mouse Cup
control?
champion Exceed just DM'd me, and I say that with respect. I don't say that. I just think it's hilarious because we call this a Mickey Mouse Cup. He said, "Please bring up the fact that we pushed back the first 2 cups because we didn't have a third game mode. Here we are a
Still
month
down
later,
bad.
and we're playing it for points now. What's the point of it being pushed back? We're down bad." This is exactly what I said in the challengers chat a month ago. I was like, "Y'all got to just fucking play the game. This shit ain't gonna change. Like, what are we doing? Like, just play the game."
Wait. In the one that's coming up, are they forcing control, or is it just gonna be
No,
S&D and hard
it'll
point?
I'd be
3
shocked. I think it'll be 3 S&Ds, to be honest.
GB, the Game Battles website right now still says 3 S&D 2 hard point.
Control's
Yeah.
not playable yet, Pat.
No, I know that. I didn't know if they were gonna just
And
force
they're
it.
on
if it was
vacation,
planned.
so like, there's no
Yeah,
way
they
by
go-
the 8th.
They go back Monday.
Yeah, but by the 8th,
Yeah,
they're
but-
gonna have
yeah.
it. Come
No
on.
shot.
that's
It's in a week.
read-
It's,
A
There's
lot of
no-
the players have been saying that if there's going to be an update, it'd be like Tuesday or Wednesday, like it usually is, and they'll get 3 days to practice control if they force control on the 8th and 9th.
So what would they have to change in control right now, Austin? Just so I'm aware.
Spawn.
You spawn
when
outside
cap
of the
a flag,
map.
It's in
That's
front
a
of your
good
Spawn
start.
outside the map.
That's a good start. Yeah, apparently when you cap the points, blocks your whole screen. Apparently you can also decap their ticks. I've heard that. I haven't personally played it because when
Well,
I saw
even
the
if
spawn
you
out of the map,
fully
I was
there-
like,
tick
so there
it,
are no
you can
ticks.
decap it.
I heard you can decap the ticks. That could be absolute bullcrap.
And then
but,
the
like,
ticks mean nothing then, if that's the case.
Wait, can we wait, Austin, you're a starting player in the league. I need to know your opinion on this because I have this theory, right? I look at control. I don't think control would work because of squad spawning ever. I don't think it'll ever work because of squad spawning. Like the logic with squad spawning would have to literally be altered for control to work as a game mode because there's 2 stationary objectives on the map. There's no rotating objective. It only works in hardpoint because the objective rotates. It only works in domination because you could cap the C flag, the B flag, the A flag. You could rotate around them. But with control, it's A and it's B. And the squad spawning logic would literally have to be completely altered for it to work. Am I wrong?
I'll one up you on that, Doug, and say hardpoint does not work with squad spawns, but here we are.
Yeah.
Squad
But you
spawns
know
are
what a control
unreadable.
too is? Can't you flop? Can't you flop control spawns? I think right now.
Yeah, I think offense can spawn. in
Well, I mean
defense.
that's an easy fix, but I think squad spawning staying in control is again it's gonna make it horrible just like it does hardpoint.
Hey, the
Yeah,
sim clip.
S&D
You
does
have to have,
squad
like,
spawns
both-
as well.
Both offense and defense have to have set spawns that change when one objective is captured. So like you'll have a set spawn when both objectives are like open, and then when one objective has been captured, you would have then a new set spawn. That's how it worked in BO4. That's how it worked in
Mhm.
Cold War.
I mean, did you see the S&D clip with Royalty where
Respawn
Diamond
late.
Time,
Yeah.
he spawns in late and he spawns back alley on S&D? I mean, squad spawning is
Yeah.
so engraved in this game. Like, I just really can't see control working. I really can't. Like, I don't think it's ever going to be played this year.
I've seen people spawn on almost every hill of this game so far.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's,
That one-
it's
that
so
one
funny
clip
when
I
you
saw
see
the other
people
day
spawning
of
on hills.
Nero and Capsidal, I think. It was Nero's
The
POV.
Siege one.
Yeah, when he like spawned inside the up top part of the hard
They
point.
all spawned it, didn't they? Weren't
all
there three
spawned,
guys? There was
yeah.
3
Two of them
guys
did.
there.
Yeah.
That was
And there was
wild,
3.
bro.
They all spawned in a power position on the hill. Like, that's insane.
I think squad spawns just need to be eliminated. Period. But I mean, we've
Mhm.
already
Who doesn't-
went there.
Who doesn't agree with you on that, Austin?
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
But listen, yo, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I think we've been going for a minute, so I'm gonna end this here. But I do want to thank everybody, man. You guys all came on, and this is like one of the best flanks fucking ever, dude. So many people came on, like it was crazy. Shout out to you, Doug. You were the one who I wasn't even gonna run a flank until Doug texted me. No bullshit. Doug texted me he won the run a flank. Porter texted me saying he won the run a flank. I was like, okay, I'm down. Like we could set something up. And shout out to everybody else who joined us. So shout out to Pat. You're gonna be seeing a lot of Pat. Shout out to Porter.
let's
Shout out
get
to
it,
Doug.
Pat.
Hell yeah, co-host Pat. You already know the vibes. So maybe make some noise for fucking Patty P. And we gotta get you a camera and a microphone. All right. And shout out to HOLDSHIFT. Shout out to Dan, Austin, and whoever else, and Nameless, whatever, anybody else who came in. You guys are all the best. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Go to anchor.fm/theflank to check out all the audio sites that we're on. Follow @theflank on Twitter. We're very active on there, so make sure to go show Gersh some love. And as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna keep the stream going. I'm about to hop into some GTA, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. You guys have a good day. Peace out. Have a good day.
Start your streams.